God damn it. Hold on 1 second. Shit. Damn it. God damn it. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, SBG solution based gang, like, share, subscribe. Say no to rim, brothers, mothers, fear and sell no good suckers. Hype him up, hype him up. Shouts out Sharoon, Bracy, and the wildest. Wake up morning show salute, big dog, shout out to the lure. PH, Diva, salute, Brownsville, SBG solution based.
Let's go. Good day, everyone. How you doing? How you feeling? Hope you feeling good and great. Woo! The heat wave is on. Where I'm at, it is a blistering 105 degrees. A blistering 105 degrees. It's crazy. The heat wave is real. It's crazy outside. It's crazy outside. Good day to you, Miss J. How you doing? And you know, the way how we like to start our day off, we started off productive. So when I say good day to you, make sure you say that, because I can feel that great productive energy. Good day to you, sexy red. Salute to you, beautiful. Man, oh man. The demons are working overtime. That is what's happening. The demons are working overtime. In the blood. In the blood. No weapons formed against me, bro. It's kind of crazy when you really think about it, how normal crazy has become. Like the liars and the deceivers. OMG. OMG. I don't understand how and why the liars and the deceivers are the ones that gets like so much grace. CJ Brooks, it's amazing to see how much grace they actually get. It's wild. It's crazy how they keep on digging up old stuff that is not even proving what they're saying. They just throwing dirt on top of dirt on top of dirt, just to make it so make the water so muddy that we don't even understand that we are looking at water anymore. It's crazy. See, that's what I'm talking about. They trying to say, I didn't get caught in no scandal. I got caught in telling the truth. They tried to play the scandal, and what came out was Sharon was telling the truth. Sharon didn't lie. Hashtag SNL, Sharon never lies. That's what actually happened. It's crazy. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? They are so upset that I've been who I am. I've been authentically myself, the good, the bad, and the indifferent, ever since I came on the internet. Before I jumped on the internet, I was who I was, and I carry that with me. Have I made some bumps in the road? Absolutely. Have I made some changes to my character? Absolutely. Because that's what you're supposed to do as a growing human being. You know what a growing human being does to people? It scares them. This is why I want all of y'all to always stay growing, because it scares demons away, because they don't know how to deal with that. They want everybody to stay the same. They want everybody to be stuck so they could talk about them, especially when they hide behind avatars. Lee, it is crazy. Hey, and make sure y'all go. Did y'all check out my latest 2 new videos? I'm working on my 10-minute video situation. I'm working on my formula. Unlikely, Lee, I'm working on it. God damn it! It's 105 degrees. I'm working on it. I'm attempting. I want to be a better content creator. I want to give people more. That's what I want to do. Give more of my thoughts, cover more stories, and just be out there. I like that one, Brother Noomsy. I'm still the same person. I just changed everything. That is a great one right there, Brother Noomsy. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all hitting that like and the share button. You see me, Lee? I'm doing my best. And hopefully I can really get better and really get a system behind it, Lee. And I'm grinding. I really, hopefully I can give value, because all I know is that I'm going to give as much as I can, and hopefully the people would do the same. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully people give me some hypes, some likes, some shares, give me on Twitter and all these, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it, God damn it. We cannot let the liars win anymore. Nah, bro. Y'all lames, losers, and liars are done. Damn, 3 L's? They called 3 L's, Sexy Red, lame, lying, and woo, and they're a loser. I appreciate that. So, absolutely, Lee. I really appreciate that, man. And I'm going to still keep on grinding. Right now, I have a party behind me. We got a whole bunch of people in the house because we're trying to stay cool on this 105-degree weather. They mad because I be putting a smile on my face. And I put smiles on other people's faces, too. That's why they have to lie. They got to lie. That's the weirdest part about it. They make up all these accusations because that's how they feel about themselves in reality. Sexy Red said, just keep going. That's the same thing Anya said, Sexy Red. Not for 45 minutes, though. Absolutely not. Not for 45 minutes. Not for 45 minutes. Nope. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I always acknowledge you, Brother Noopsy. What you mean? You goddamn right, Kinfolk. Kinfolk, you goddamn right. It'd be the best 2 minutes of your life. Every day you be thinking about like, damn, time sure do fly when you're having fun. That's what you gotta say. Yeah, Sexy, you know, they be trying to make these fake narratives in their head, and like they understand everything that I'm doing, right? They like, look, he did this at this second because the sisterhood is going against him. Why you think PH Diva and Venus and Bob, like, bro, y'all don't have the slightest clue. Y'all are just guessing. Bitch, you guessing. Who? I think that's going, you know what, Sexy Rat? I'm going to name a song. Bitch, you guessing. Ho? They have no idea. They just talking to be talking. It's wild. But regardless of all of that, we're going to get into the show because absolutely we're going to get into one thing, the public facts in the Daniel Erving case are still developing. Have anybody here Put a 1 in the chat if you heard about the Daniel Erving case that happened this year. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know the Daniel Erving case that is still developing. I want to know. I don't see no 1s in the chat. Shout out to Bubba. At least Bubba knows the Daniel Erving case that is still developing. Put a 1 in the chat. I want to see the 1s in the chat. Or put a 2 in the chat if you never heard of the Daniel Erving case. Okay, so it is still developing. And as of now, authorities have charged two individuals with tampering with physical evidence. Not a homie. Not a homie. And the medical examiner ruled the death an accidental drowning while the investigation continues. 2 cases, same question. All right, y'all. You ever notice how America don't pay attention to a story until social media starts screaming louder than the evening news? So therefore, we need to scream louder than the evening news. That's why you need to hit that like and that share button. That's how we get more information out. This is how we deal with things. It's not possible to just deal with the regular media and just leave it as that. We gotta push each other out there. Get our thoughts out there. That's what we are, from the land of freedom, freedom of speech. So let's go ahead and push freedom of speech. We got to be louder than the evening news, because that's exactly what's happened here. Everybody's talking about the Nolan Wells. Now, another young man, Daniel Erving. And before anybody starts typing essays in the comments, these cases are not identical. Different states, different circumstances, different investigations, different evidence. But the questions that we need to ask, man, those sound awfully familiar, right? This case sounds awfully familiar. And that's why we here today. Not to convict anybody, not to clear anybody, not to invent facts. We're here because asking questions isn't the same thing as accusing people. That's how justice is supposed to work. See, nowadays, people think there's only 2 teams. Team believe everything, or team don't question anything. Ain't no middle anymore. If you ask a question, people automatically assume you picked a side. That's crazy. Imagine going to a restaurant. Excuse me, what's in this chicken? Oh, so you hate the chef now? No. I just don't want to die. Make sure y'all hitting that like and the share button. I'm tired of bringing y'all brand new, again, again and again and again. Y'all tell me, where have y'all seen in our space somebody talking to, yo, this shit is fucking ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Let me see where we at with the likes and the shares. Because y'all got me effed up. Let me see. Let me see. Because I know people that do way less. We need way more likes and shares. Thank you, Art. Yes. And get way more. I see people just get drunk on screen, get way more. I see people literally lie, get way more. I see people do and say degenerate things about our folks every single day, get way more. Why is it that y'all want to eat work so goddamn much? For what? Why is it that y'all want to lie on me every goddamn day? For what? Every time they make up some lie, I say, all right, bring the proof. And they bring the proof, and then it turns out that I was telling the truth the whole time. It's crazy. It's insane to me, to be frank. Or do y'all want to just talk about Jay-Z and people trying to get in and out the damn stadium? That's what y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about oh, y'all want to talk about Jay-Z's so-called $5 million watch? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right. Let me not, So let's talk about Daniel Erving. Young man, 18 years young. 18 years old. He went to Lake. If I get something wrong, please correct me, y'all. Okay? Please. I appreciate everybody that corrects me. Right? Make sure y'all hit the like and the share before you start correcting, though. Right? Jay Villa, get on my damn nerves. Right? So he's an 18-year-old, went to Lake Ray. He didn't come home. His family reported him missing. Days later, his body was recovered. Authorities later ruled the death an accidental drowning. That's not where the story stopped, because investigators eventually arrested two young men, not for M1, not for M, but on allegations on tampering with physical evidence after Daniel drowned. It's very interesting, because this is kind of conversation that we've been having around this Nolan Wells situation. Something weird is going on. I told you, Miss J, they care about Jay-Z. I told you, Miss J, that's what they want to talk about. They want to talk about, that's what they want to talk about. They want to talk about how Dame Dash made him cut his hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, do y'all really believe Beyonce cut his hair in the bleachers of Yankee Stadium? Bruh. Bruh. That's crazy. They want to talk about how Blue played the piano. Beyonce, like, we know that Beyonce, your girl, why is she cutting your, why you acting like you get haircuts like Beyonce is cutting your hair? We know that's your wife, bro. It's crazy. We know damn well you ain't going to no barbershops. We know damn well, like, first she's taking out your hair, now she's cutting it, boy. Insane. I'm sorry. The chat, see, this is why I'm about to block people in the chat right now. We're about to have a block party. They distracted me. They distracted me from the topic, god damn it. That's what Negroes do. We don't talk about nonsense. However, it is Wild Out Wednesday. And according to police and the affidavits, investigators, alleged items belonging to Daniel were discarded. Communications were deleted. Does that sound familiar? And the pair left the scene rather than immediately contacting his family. That is why this case is important. Because okay, you want to talk? This is the summertime, right? Block party. Oh, hold on. Kills want to get a block party? Kills get a block party. Hold on. Kills get a block party. Who else want to talk? Anybody talk about Jay-Z, Beyonce? You getting a block party. Who else? According to police affidavits, investigators, right? Alleged items belonging to Mr. Erving, young Mr. Erving. They were discarded. Communications were deleted. And the pair left the scene rather than immediately contacting his family. Does that sound familiar, Art? Those allegations are now moving through the court system. Now, whether those allegations ultimately lead to anything beyond current charges, that's for the courts, not YouTube, not Facebook, not your cousin Larry. Not your cousin Larry. Every true crime case got one person that suddenly becomes a Spectre Gadget. Folks done enhance a reflection, zoomed in on a goddamn puddle. They read a shadow and somehow solved the whole case from an Android phone with 12% battery. Everybody suddenly got a PhD in CSI. Compare all I'm saying, it sounds very familiar. Wait a minute, that's all. This reminds me of Nolan Wells again, not because the facts are identical, but because this feels very familiar. Young person, water, friends, questions, families wanting answers. Internet detectives. People are arguing before investigations finish investigating. Sounds familiar? Here's what fascinates me. When family asks for more answers, some people here they're accusing. No. Sometimes grieving parents just want every question answered. If it was your child, would you stop asking questions? Absolutely not. You ask every question imaginable, even questions that later turn out to have simple answers, because grief doesn't think like a detective. Grief thinks like a parent. Think I give a damn about some damn probable cause? How about parental cause? How about daddy cause? How about mama cause? That's what I got as a parent. I don't give a damn if you got to interview every goddamn fish. I don't give a damn. I don't care if you got to interview every fish in the damn lake. Somebody better tell me something. "20 years ago, the evening news told you what happened. Now, TikTok tells you, Facebook argues about it, YouTube investigates it, and then Twitter convicts everybody." Let me drink some goddamn water. Great question, Brother Noopsy. What I am going to question is the likes and the shares and the super chats and the cash apps and the PayPals. The fuck out of here. Got me effed up. Right? Twitter, they convict everybody. Get it together. We got to get it together as a people. And Reddit somehow finds, Reddit finds a satellite image from 2009 by breakfast. Everybody's an expert. Everybody's a goddamn expert. And that's why I think the problem, that's where I think people miss the point. Whether you're following Daniel Erving, whether you're following Nolan Wells, or justice doesn't mean jumping to conclusions, right? We all a part of it. We all trying to figure these things out. Sometimes we just trying to make some sense of some shit. Justice also doesn't mean refusing to ask hard questions. That's what we mainly do. We are trying to give different scenarios out here, even though people try to blame us for giving false information. We just trying to give and think things through. Could it be this? Could it be that? So justice also doesn't mean refusing to ask hard questions. Those two things can exist together. You can respect due process and believe families deserve thorough investigations. Those ideas are not enemies. Thank you so much for the like. Those ideas are not enemies. But this case sounds very familiar. It's a scary thing that this young man went out with 2 folks, and he didn't come back. And somehow those 2 kids, yes, Daniel was a black kid, and yes, the 2 people he went out fishing with was white children, 119 and 117. And it is very possible that he really actually had an accidental drowning. But the scary part is that they tried to cover it up. Why are you trying to cover up? Because you got scared? Why you didn't call the police when it first happened? This is the issue that we are having. That's the issue. This is why you shouldn't be the only one going somewhere. It should only be you. What do you mean you scared? Something happens, call. You see something, say something. Maybe that's a New York thing. I don't know. Don't be laughing, man. Maybe it's a New York thing. You see something, you say something. That's just the word on the street. Dollar Washer, member for 2 months. Thank you for being holding on and maintaining your membership. I appreciate that. Dollar Washer, first support of the day. Make sure y'all do your job and hit the support. I entertain, you support. That's how it goes. Could it be the same equivalent to certain persons getting knifed? They were scared. God damn. All right, Dollar Washer. I see you. But hopefully we could get some more eyeballs on these damn things. Absolutely. What the hell? What kind of name is that? Shout out to you. Good day to you. Kamal, the Shadow Band Man Johnson. Good day to you. Thank you so much. Shout out to.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Thank you so much. Shout out to Shadow the Time Was. Biggest hater. God damn. Salute to the biggest hater. Let me see somebody a bigger hater. Drop a $6 super chat if you're a bigger hater than Shadow the Time Was. No doubt. Thank you, Kamal. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's a very scary thing. We cannot be the only person there. Because if something happens to you, the first thing they are going to do is try to figure out a way to cover their own ass. Because they feel like, you know, even though it seems like this case, it might be actually an accidental drowning. But the fact that they hid clothes and they did all these under the table things, y'all going to jail. You deserve to go to jail. Absolutely. And I believe it is a strong possibility that, you know, this Nolan Wells might be in the similar, you know, situation. I'm glad that the community is stepping up for the Nolan Wells situation. They've been saying that the Black community has been trashed and the culture is trashed for a very long time. But shout out to Byron Allen. Maybe you could go and check. Maybe Miss J could drop my the link for the video I just dropped with Byron Allen. He just dropped $100,000 on the GoFundMe for the young man to help out with the family, because things like this can be very difficult. Shout out to Byron Allen. for putting up 100,000 in the GoFundMe. You know, this man by now, he got networks, he got shows, he got news outlets. He put up his own money. That's what the black culture does. Shout out to Tyler Perry. Thank you so much, Miss J. This video was just dropped. I just dropped this video on about how Byron Allen put 100K towards Nolan Wells and his family, towards the GoFundMe. And the GoFundMe is still going in the right direction. That's what the black community did. Tyler Perry, he also taking up, he's picking up, he's stepping up, taking care of the funeral. And for somebody like Tyler Perry, this is something that is very personal as well. I mentioned that, why it's personal to Tyler Perry inside the video as well. We got Al Sharpton. He's going to be at the funeral doing what he's supposed to do as a reverend. Al Sharpton is doing what he's supposed to do to get some goddamn recognition on this goddamn case. And I'm attempting to do my part with this goddamn other situation. But y'all don't hear me though. Y'all want to listen to narratives, fake news about me. And then when they pull up the actual evidence, it'd be a nothing burger. That is a good possibility. And shout out to everybody else. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick, another person that stepped his game up into the black community, right? He took over the autopsy. He got an independent autopsy so we could just hopefully get as much clarity and get enough answers from these situations as possible. And just because you know, they're getting an independent autopsy doesn't mean any foul play is happening. It's just that we want to make sure we trust everything. We want to get a second eye on this thing. And Ms. J might be right. Maybe they are stepping up because they felt the Carmelo situation. But guess what? People in the community are starting to step up properly in that as well. It seems like they're already getting a new judge, and they possibly might get in a new trial. I mean, goddamn, that young man got a big hill to climb. It is a very tall task to get an M1 charge overturned. It's a very tall task. However, his new legal team is doing a good job presenting a way for him to get a new trial and a new judge. It's very important. And we got to stop acting like it's not. We got to protect we have to do whatever we can. Use our voices to be with the young men that are doing the right thing. And for the life of me, I don't understand why people want to try to paint these two young men as some negative case. It's a weird situation. Shut up, the ultimate troll. How you gonna beat yourself?
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
You don't beat yourself for 45 minutes. I guess it's all good. Shout out to Ty Wild with the 6 ball. Snagging. What community can accomplish? Huh? Am I reading this incorrectly? Snagging. What community can accomplish? Nagging. What community can? I don't know what snagging is. Tell me all about it. Amazing. Amazing what community can accomplish. I don't know what kind of autocorrect you got that's snagging and amazing. I guess snagging is some kind of code word for some 45-minute thing that you be having go. Hey, I don't even want to know what snagging is. Because it's clearly I need an adult right now. That's a strong possibility that I need an adult because snagging is above my maturity level. My bad, Miss J. Clearly, you know,
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
make sure y'all be just like Shadow. Kick Shadow ass in the chat. Shadow the Time Wise with the $7. He one upped himself again. Somebody come back and one up him to amazing. I need an adult too. Oh man. I just hope that we could start, especially as men, that we could start actually protecting one another, at least verbally. That's the main thing that we do on YouTube is protect each other verbally. Majority of us don't even have the time to go out there and protest and march and spend 7 hours outside while not getting paid. Majority of us cannot do that. But for some reason, they want us to do that, which is very strange to me. Nobody else, no other culture that I know of does these type of things. They know who's the ones that's got to be outside. They know who's the ones that got to be talking. They know who's what. Wall Street really ain't going outside for no 7 hours. Artifacts, is Wall Street really standing outside for 7 hours with a sign? For free. Shit. Hey, Artifacts, are you going to stand outside for 7 hours for free? There we go, some honesty. I don't know why they be acting like we supposed to be doing it anywhere else. Reverend Al Sharpton, why you out? You only want to come there because the camera's there. You're absolutely right. He's doing something for free, hopefully that he can get a bigger bag later. Why are you knocking him? Let that man do what he can for the goddamn community. What he's doing is commendable. It's beautiful. He's helping a family out that is in need. Ben Crump is helping a family out in need. Whether he's doing the right thing or not, time will tell. Tyler Perry, Byron Allen, those are all great individuals. Colin Kaepernick, those are dope-ass individuals that's doing what we need for the black community. This whole idea that the black community is trash, I think it's about time we say that shit is debunked. These black conservatives, they are full of it. Where are all these black conservatives that is supporting the black community, that is going to be behind a young man that was doing the right things, that was in college, attempting to get to D1 school, right? Because that's what Nolan Wells is. Nolan Wells was a kid that was in community college, attempting to get to a D1 school off of his skill sets. Where all these black conservatives say, hey, this is the type of young man we need in the neighborhood. This is the type of young man we need to keep alive. Where are all these black conservatives at? I find it interesting that they threw Carmelo under the bus. For what reason? Why would you throw Nolan under the bus? Why would you throw Carmelo under the bus? What evidence that you got that these people are thugs? Why do you not care about a young black person's life? Especially when he's doing the right things. Shout out to thank you so much.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Shout out to Miss J, that one up. Shadow the Time Wasp with the A-ball. Light up the chat and hit the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I might be. I just got questions. You know what I'm saying? I just be wanting to know. I just be wanting to understand. Where is a mindset is at? How are all these cases and none of y'all talk about this shit? How y'all be acting like the Republican Party and the black conservatives are going to be the saviors of the black community? But when it's time for y'all to actually do something about it, y'all don't do anything at all. Y'all actually do the opposite. Y'all doing what hurts the black community. And y'all okay with that shit. It's a weird thing. It's very strange to me, Art. I don't know.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Shout out to Time Wise with the 9-boy. He says, what? Blasphemy. That's right. I think he means that being a black Republican and black conservative is blasphemy. Damn, not they making money off the tears. How'd you get? I don't know if I can hear the baby just having a good time in the background. They having a dope time. That's what it's really all about. That's what it's really all about. Speaking of, you know, you talk about them long enough.
Don't lie on me, sir.
What you mean? What you
I have to come
mean?
check
About
back.
to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Miss J says the 45 minutes is in your court, Shadow. The 45 minutes is in your court, Shadow. What up, Shadow? What you talking about? Look, I'm frozen. Let it go. Let it go. He frozen in just the right face, too. Shit. What up, Uprise? Good day to you, sir. How you feeling? Man. Gotta drink some water with your coffee, too, because that coffee will dehydrate you, goddammit. Especially in 105-degree weather. Shit was so crazy outside. It was insanity outside. Absolutely ridiculous
About to be a
outside.
situation.
105 was crazy.
Hey, hey.
Shout out to Time Wild says, one up, never let anyone down yet. Shout out to Lee says, color in the chat. So Shadow, why'd you make that face at me? What'd I say wrong?
Don't blaspheme black conservatives like that, sir.
That's not what the blasphemy was about. That's what I know it's about.
That's what it's about. And Miss J, nah, I don't believe in being one up. We can play this game today.
So, Shadow, why do you think so? Like so many of them that be talking all that craziness about how a black man needs to be spoken about more. We need to protect the young black youth, the ones that are doing the correct thing. Why they do not feel like protecting young men like Daniel Erving and Nolan Wells and Carmelo Anthony? Why they don't have this?
You can't benefit from that. You can't profit off
Say
of
what?
You can't profit off of sadness or off of people who actually need help. You need to like profit off of BS. It's entertainment first. We're not actually trying to help.
What?
We're not trying to conserve
Is
people's
this a
health.
true thing?
Yeah, dead ass. I mean, just follow the money.
That's kind of crazy to me that you saying that. And it sounds like you actually believe that. It don't sound like you just talking shit about people. It sounds like you actually
About to be
believe
a
that.
situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Shout out to Miss J with the 12 ball. Say, oh really? One up in them. Says, hey, they dropping like flies. You need to ask about me. Nigga, ask about me. Nigga, ask about. Y'all remember that dance, right? Yeah, y'all probably don't. Yep, I don't know. Maybe I'm showing my age. But that's how the song go. Damn, Love Wisdom said he's not lying. Damn. That's kind of wild to me, though. That you say the reason why they do not want to show these beautiful young men that definitely need to have because it's so many cases out there that are getting swept under the rug. Why are we not, when we do get an opportunity as a collective, right? Because this to me personally, this is an opportunity as a collective to support a clear young black man that deserves some help and protection. You know what I'm saying? This is clear. Nolan, Carmelo, and Daniel, these are three clear cases. We have so many cases of the other way around because like what you said earlier, that's what sells. We know what the news is pushing out there. The news is going to push out that young girl that got her car shot up. The news is going to push up that young lady in Houston, matter of fact. Shadow, you'd probably know about the young lady in Houston that got stabbed in her leg.
I didn't hear about it.
About to be a
Damn.
situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Shadow the Time Wild says, oh, really? I got your 12, I raised you 13. IRS, okay, I love the sport. That's why I don't do quickies. What did I say that right? IRS, or did that mean something else? Because you and your autocorrect.
Wait a minute. You said IRS?
Yeah.
In that? Oh shit. Oh.
Oh, you meant
No, it's supposed to be IRL. Yeah, it's ITS.
Oh, it's okay. I love the sport. That's why I don't do quickies. A little freaky.
Look, I'm working right now. You know, you gotta be able to work and make the game at the same time.
So so that's the only thing that just like it really like is very strange to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I don't really get the method to these people madness. You know, Why is it okay to just talk down on a young black man? Why is that such a profitable thing? Why is it such a profitable thing to be talking down on black women? I don't really understand that. I don't get that for the life of me. I really don't.
Hey, hey, hey.
Shout out to Conversation with MJ. You lucky I'm on a job right now. LOL. Good day, Sharon. Good day. Thank you so much, MJ. Kamal said it's easy to do. I think it's going to be horrible on their soul later on. I think it's not, hey, I get it. I can't do it. I'm not built like that to just talk down on my people, even though people try to accuse me of it, even though they have really no proof of it, right? Every time I say, hey, can you pull up something I said? That was just like, they never do it, Shadow. They always talk about what it seems like. This is what they always tell me, Shadow. You know, sometimes you do it, and sometimes we have a conversation. You could bring up something I said, but one thing happens that the thing that you bring up that I said, you usually agree with it. You're like, you know what? Yes, I agree with this, Sharon. Just like last night. Shadow, I had a whole bunch of idiots trying to accuse me of something that I didn't actually do. Yeah, a bunch of idiots too.
Sharon, concentration creates profit. Why wouldn't people literally attacking black people has made people money in America for the entirety of American history? Why would people stop doing it now, knowing that there's profit to it? Now people have more disposable income. Why wouldn't people are trying to take that disposable income? Easiest target. Especially when there's a demographic of black people who make your claims look legit. Get this.
Right. That's a very good point. They could easily point out a subject matter of a person. They could pinpoint, like, look at this person. He did exactly what I said. Like, we
and
get
then
it.
They'll say all of them do it. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, look at these 4 videos.
Look at these 4 videos. They
4
all,
videos exist.
Shot, they be like, look at these 4 videos. They all look at act just like Wall Street Willie. So I know Wall Street Willie is doing the same thing as these 4 people in the video. Anybody that call themselves a bandit, I know y'all doing this degenerate thing right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know. Any young man that walk around in the street with a pool shicey, he gotta be doing this right here. But and then when they have a panel full of debaucherous bandits, all of a sudden they all understanding. They're like, you know, JP's a hot mess, but we understand them. Shut your punk ass up. No, you don't. It's just easy for you to it's easy for a degenerate to allow the degenerate to talk. Because you can't really hold the degenerate accountable for real, Fred. You just say, oh, you know, that's just what he is. He had a rough time. He had a rough life. But the person that is doing what is supposed to be done, that person is going to get critiqued all the way down to the bone. Welcome to the show. Thank you for your patience, because sometimes you run out of patience with me, which is understandable. I understand. Sometimes I do need a oops upside my head. Welcome to the show. Wall Street Willie, what is your thoughts?
You did it.
Huh?
You did that shit. Oh, I thought you called my name about last night. You did that shit.
Oh, no, I didn't call your name about last night. What you mean I did it? I did what?
You showed that man kids. I mean, be real about it. That's
a
the
lie.
thing. Man. Go ahead.
You got video of me showing somebody children?
You said what?
Do you have video of me showing somebody children?
No, I have the video of you last night admitting to it. Yeah, it was blurred out or whatever, but it was still a very degenerate move.
No, it wasn't just blurred out. It was blocked off,
Whatever it
completely
was
blocked off.
degenerate, wasn't it? You disagree with
No,
that?
yes, I disagree with what you're saying.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because you are lying. For what reason? I have no idea.
Lying about
Why would
what?
you lie?
You said
You are
you
lying,
showed it.
saying that I showed, like, what
No, no,
is
no,
it
no,
a
no.
difference?
I'm just
Is
going
it a
on.
difference?
Hold on,
Let
hold
me
on.
make an
Slow down,
understanding.
relax.
So this way we can have a
Relax.
maybe we
I know
could.
you panicking. I know you panicking. But I'm
I know you
saying
think
I'm
I know
simply
you
going off of what
don't paint no false narratives, and I won't have to mute you.
I'm
Right?
saying.
Like
I'm simply
it's very
going
simple. Like
off of what you
we could just
said.
have a. Are you against me?
Today,
Or
it
I'm gonna
depends on
ask
the
again.
day. It
Are
depends on the
you
day. I'm
against
against you
me?
when you're wrong. I'm against you when you out here looking stupid. I'm against you when you're trying to have an argument you're not equipped to have. But on Thursdays, we cool.
So everybody else you speak to is equipped to have these conversations except for me. Why is that?
Because you're not bright and you be making bad arguments. I'm
What does
saying
that
even
mean?
like
It doesn't matter if
even
I'm bright. It does. Hold on. You're making a lot of what me being bright have to do with having a conversation.
so not only are you not bright, right, but you're disingenuous, right?
Again, another
Right.
accusation. Another. This is a problem that I
It's not
have
an
with.
accusation.
Hold on. This is a problem that I have with liars.
You call
Y'all
my
just keep
name.
on money.
Can I
Y'all
speak?
just keep on muddy in the water. Yes, but you gonna have to
Can
slow
I be
down
Tommy
and
for
not
two
just make
seconds?
and you keep talking over me.
Listen, Red Pill Sharon, can I be Tommy for 2 seconds?
I need you to not do that. If I stop you, it's because I want to pick out that part that you're talking about. Not ramble and lie on me. Do the news blur out children all the time? Do they block out children all the time? Yes or no? Wall Street Willie.
Listen, man, save these interview questions for Tommy. If we're gonna have a conversation,
I
let
would
me let
like
me
for you
say
to
my
answer the
piece.
question that I'm asking you.
I just don't. I
Please.
don't.
I know you want to change the subject. I get it. I'm gonna
Now I'm gonna
ask
just
you
head out
again.
before you
Do
drop
the
it.
news? I gotta ask you again. Do the news
I don't
block
know.
out?
No, no,
Okay.
no, they don't. Next.
Okay.
So you want to keep
Okay.
interviewing me, or now can we have a conversation? Because you don't
No, we can't have a
interview the
conversation because
Tommies and fatties when they
you are
make you look
lying.
dumb.
The reason why we can't have a conversation because you are literally lying in
No,
real
I'm not.
time.
That's why you panicking. That's why you don't want to have the conversation.
The problem is like you keep saying what I don't want to do, and I'm having a conversation with you, right? I'm
This is
attempting
not a
to, but you don't
conversation.
know
This
that.
is an
You don't know
interview.
how. And then you unmute yourself. I muted you because I did not want to be interrupted. That's why. Because you have an issue with interrupting me. So that's why I muted you. I know you feel like it's some kind of power dynamic that we are going through, but that's not what's happening. I would love if you understood the art of a dialogue, but you don't understand it. You are used to just being able to just say whatever you want to say, and people let you get away with it. I
So
don't
now,
run my
so
channel
now
that
may I
way.
retort?
You talk, no, not yet. Don't ask me why I'm talking.
You weren't talking. You had stopped. You're trying to figure out your next route. So go ahead, figure it out
And
quicker.
stop doing that. This is the problem that I keep
You're
having with you.
dumb. I
Every
told
time,
you.
like I cannot have a clear conversation with you because you look for moments just to talk. If I take a breath, that you believe that's a moment to talk, even though my sentence was not finished, because you don't have no idea how a discussion actually works. It's weird. I don't know why you have a lying situation with me for some strange reason. You'd like to lie on me. It's weird. I don't know why people keep accusing me of things, and then when they bring up the evidence, it doesn't turn out, it doesn't go the way how they say it goes. It never does. Maybe it is human nature. I don't know what part of human nature it is. But it's a weird thing, I'll tell you that. This weird disdain for black men and black women is weird to me. I don't understand it. Why do y'all have such hatred towards black men and black women? That's because I have nothing to hide. Brother Noopsy says, do I think people aren't smart enough to see my tactics? I think he's talking to me. I'm not sure. But I don't know what you mean. I'm not trying to hide anything. I am who I am. I'm authentically me all the time. So like I don't need to hide because I'm not afraid of being who I am. I'm not afraid of being wrong. So I don't need to hide anything. I'm not a liar. For some reason, y'all want me to be a liar because I get it. Y'all, a lot of people, not you, Brother Nusi, I'm not sure, but what I would say is a lot of people support liars, known liars. They will support a liar off of somebody that's being authentically themselves any time of the day. And then why would you say that in my chat? Like, how is that being helpful? Like, I don't even understand. Like, how is that being helpful? Like, why would you say that about another black man? For what reason? This shit is crazy. Y'all would literally sit there all day wearing periods. It's insane. Go ahead, Willie. What you want to say?
So Sharon, right? Maybe if I say it like that, you'll actually let me speak. So Sharon, right? You are a liar and you're disingenuous, right? Let's take it slow, one case at a time, right?
Let me pause you right there. You see how this shit is? He called me two things already.
Abaragani, have a good day. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you. You don't know how to have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they want full free range to just lie on you in real time. Like, when somebody start off a conversation saying you are this and you are that, how can you say I'm disingenuous? How you get disingenuous? Sorry, disingenuous is not a word. How are you gonna say I'm disingenuous? Because that means that I'm doing something nefarious. It's crazy. It's insane to me. I don't understand some of these men. It's kind of crazy. No doubt. I'm proud of you, by the way. I'm proud of you, black man. We go at it every single day on these streams. I make your goddamn I give you the cotton mouth because you curse me out, you scream at me. We probably a wrestle. You probably want to rough me up if we was in front of each other some of these days. But I'm proud of you. I don't mean to ruffle you up like that. I really don't. Oh,
You ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying? And I just want to let everybody know, like, y'all don't pay, y'all don't support the channel enough to ask me to go find somebody. You know what I'm saying? Big J, you gotta put you on a layaway plan, Big J. You haven't put money on your layaway plan yet, Big J. Big J, you gotta put some money on your books. I told you, hey, I understand you gotta do a layaway plan, but you gotta get it. You know what I'm saying, Big J? Big J's in the back, but you know, Diva put a 500 ball on your head. I said, you know, Diva said it's okay for y'all to do layaway plans. She understands. They already started crowdfunding Jay Prince for whatever reason. He have $488 to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What up, Chaotic? Chaotic Lies, good day to you. I got you, Conversation MJ. I just went to this place called Tasuma Shadow. You'll probably love it. It's a fragrance store. It's really dope. They make the fragrance right there. Really fresh scents. Really awesome. I'm gonna do a video about it as well. I gotta
Is
put
it
that
oil
video
based
together.
or is it oil
Yes,
based?
it's oil based. No, yeah, oil based, no alcohol.
I bet.
Yeah,
And it's
pretty dope.
in that area? Like, is it a specialty shop?
I mean, I gotta take a train to get there, but yeah, it's close enough.
I got you. All right, cool.
So Big J says you complain about the disdain about black men when you were attacked. What about calling black men rim bros? Isn't that an act of disdain? That's an act of disdain for a certain group of men, period. Not just black men. See, the rim bros, it doesn't matter what race you are. If you are red pill, incel, or manosphere, a no good sucker with lust and degeneracy at the top of your value system, it doesn't matter what race you are. This is where y'all get that part confused for some strange reason. No matter how many times I tell y'all. The rim bros could be any man that is a degenerate, any red pill, incel, manosphere, no good sucker. It doesn't have a color on it.
See, Big J, I was about to pay your bond today.
I'm not sure what Big J means by that. He said, you're mad? No one is mammying and babying you? That's what you asking me, Big J? Like, I'm one of the people that have been out here. Like, listen, any of these red pill incel manosphere, they had to deal with me, bro. I've been in these streets squabbling for years. The F y'all talking about? Before I had a channel, I was out here squabbling. Before I knew who a goddamn graham cracker was, before I ever knew he was famous on YouTube to y'all, because he ain't famous to me. I was cooking his ass. No, I never mentioned myself as a red pill. But in reality, I'm probably more red pill because I'm honest. Because that's what it's supposed to mean, that I'm dealing with the truth. That's what the red pill's supposed to mean. I deal with the truth more than any of you cowards do. Y'all think because y'all say something that makes it true. Just because you say it doesn't make it true. You got to prove what you're saying. Stop lying. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all really have a problem with lying. Like, I don't even know what straight. Shout, do you know straight men that say clock it?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what. It's straight men that say clock it. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that's a thing that men say. I wonder if he put his fingers together the same way how they do too.
I don't know what you mean by that.
That's what he put in the back chat.
No, I mean I don't
I don't
understand the phrase.
like. What are we talking about? He in the back chat. He in the back chat telling me to clock it. What kind of straight man is this?
Is that like quickie language? Like clock it
I
how
don't
fast
know
you
what
can
it
go?
is. I don't know what it is. Shout out to the page. She did the finger, the motion, and everything. They say the archives don't lie. We got the tapes. Them playing. Y'all been saying y'all got all this evidence, and every time, just like last night when they said they got the evidence, it was a nothing burger. It actually showed JP doing a degenerate thing, not me. It's wild. Hey, Jay Villa, that makes sense because a lot of these men be on their goddamn period. You feel what I'm saying, Shadow? Women say period, but these men be on their period. These men be on their period, bro. Oh shit!
See, Sharon, I'm trying to be better, and then you say some shit like that, and then
yo, these men be what? Yo, bruh. I tell you, bruh. These men be so much on a dairy that's not even funny at this point. Where have all
just
the
that sentence is
masculinity
disturbing.
went? Where has all the masculinity went? Why do so many men lie? It is nothing masculine about a liar. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have to lie on someone, that's because you are scared of them. That's why you're lying. Because you are literally scared. It is Wild Out Wednesday, MJ. You know what I'm saying? I tried. MJ, I did my best. I held up my end of the bargain. Shout out, did I not start the first 45 minutes talking about what we need to talk about?
I mean, you did, or at least the first 7 minutes.
No, I did about like 40 minutes. I did 35 minutes by myself, and then you came up around the 35-minute mark.
I think it was more 7 minutes, and you took it now.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And it's always so funny that the men that be on panels late at night when I'm sleeping, laid up next to trying to get my 45 minutes in because clearly I gotta work on my stamina. I'm trying to get my 45 minutes in. Hey, listen, I'm telling the truth, Shadow. I only last about 2 minutes, but at least I'm telling the truth. At least I'm telling the truth. I want to last 45 minutes. I want to be a star. But listen, I only got 2 minutes.
We need an adult. Like
And
right now.
And these men that is late at night with other men on late streams, 3 a.m, they say that I'm the one that I'm the tambourine player. That shit is crazy. Insane. Can you imagine the man that don't have no lady, that is up late at night, 5 a.m. with other men, crying, crocodile tears. While I'm laid up with a beautiful lady, they say I'm the fruity one. Boy, if this shit ain't backwards, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. It's crazy to me. Like, these men watch me so much, Shadow. If I put one finger up wrong, they're like, oh, look at those jazzy hands. I put one finger wrong. They like, look. Somebody say something. Wall Street Willie would come up and say, you a liar. And then I'll swallow at the same time. And then look, you see how he swallowed right there? That proves that 19.2% of the time when the earth is on a 35-degree angle and the sun is rotating on an earth crescent moon, that Sharon, it's like, bruh. You don't get out of here with that shit. Like, do y'all not have nothing to talk about? What's so crazy about it, Shadow? These men could barely talk about things that is happening in real time. This is why they got to continue to talk about things that happened 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. This is how dumb some of these men are.
Look,
They can't even talk about current. Go ahead, Shadow. They can't even talk about current situations, Shadow. That's how dumb they are.
Look, I only care about these current situations because Black people are dying and it's getting more public now. Like, we need to handle that first. All that extra crazy shit, like people just talking for the sake of talking, it don't mean nothing to me. I want to find out why these 2 kids died. I want to find out if Carmelo's getting his new case. That's what we need.
Mm.
And you
That
said
is true.
something inaccurate earlier. You said something inaccurate earlier, and I want to clarify. Actually,
Again,
capital M cases that go to trial do get turned over more often than not. When
you said that you said M1 cases?
Yes, capital M1 cases, if they are actually appealed when they went to trial, they're actually overturned a lot more often than people think.
Really?
Look at stats. You'd be surprised how often they're turned over when they're actually appealed. And not appealed based on a plea agreement, but gone to trial, preserved rights, and then appealed. Sometimes it takes 15 years, but it absolutely happens consistently.
Very interesting. All right, so I guess Wall Street need a block party. He dropped himself. I don't know why he trying to act like somebody did something to him. Wall Street, really, you dropped yourself. So I don't know why you trying to act like you trying to have a conversation. Let me put a block party on you real quick. How about that? That shit is annoying. You know what I'm saying? Let me put a block party on you. It's summertime. Put a block party on you real quick. That gives a little hope, but it's still a very tall mountain to climb for Carmelo and his team to get that M1, man, to get that reversed. Like, I don't know, but one thing I am glad for is that his new team is taking it up to Dallas instead of them keeping it in Houston.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. A lot of people don't realize it. Like, Uda did a great breakdown. Shout out to Uda. He broke down those appeal documents very well.
Who broke down the appeal documents?
Uda.
Oh, Uda. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Uda. But yeah, shout out to Uda. He did that. I think if what Uda put up is what, and I've seen them, and those are the real documents. I absolutely believe, and all he has to do is win one ground. That's what people don't realize. The reason they're throwing a lot at the wall, but they only have to get one ground to get sent back. He has a higher than likely chance of getting a new trial. So that was really good to see.
Excuse me. Yeah. The good thing about it, man, that they're getting some new information. We got new witnesses popping up for Nolan Wells. That is an awesome thing. Hopefully we can get some clarity on what's going on with that, man. That would be freaking awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, had they done an actual investigation, I think more stuff would have popped up. Because eventually, if something did go wrong, somebody's gonna break.
Mm.
I just find it really interesting that they were so close together.
Who was so close together?
No, those two drowning events are so
Oh,
close
man.
together in time. Like, is that not strange to you?
They would say that we are reaching for situations like this. Both situations where they were the only black kid, or both situations have a boat. Both situations involves water. Both situations involves a young man drowning, and the police, the authorities are called well after the person passes away. Also, in both cases, they was found 2 to 3 days after. It's a lot of similarities that is very eerie about it. It's very strange. And hey, listen, this is why when I first did the stream about the young man, like, hey, we gotta learn that it ain't cool to be the only person in the room, bro.
I'm not gonna say that, but black folks still have votes. It didn't work out for us the first time. Learn the lessons.
Hey, that's another good point too. And even if you are a good swimmer and you fall over because somebody bopped you in the head, you go underwater. A lot of times people don't realize you don't know what direction is up if you panicking.
Well, people who don't swim
Especially-
don't know that. Like sometimes if you go in head first, one of the first things you have to do is look for the light. Like the whole thing is teaching you how not to panic underwater. Like weirdly enough, I dived when I was in early high school, and the first thing the coach taught us.
Mm-hmm.
I did wrestling and diving in high school, and one of the things the coach teaches you when you're doing diving is you have to don't go straight down. If you go deep, touch the ground and come back up. You automatically know where you are. But if you stop mid-water, you could get lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also like it's a good strong possibility that they was in murky water where you could barely see as well, right? So that gives you more disorientation, right? If you're in like a river, something like that, you can't actually see things. Another way to find out which direction is up is if you just blow some bubbles. The bubbles are always going to go up to the surface. But if you panicking, you might be possibly drunk. You got into an altercation, all these different things that we have no idea if it happened or not. It's plenty of reasons why you can get completely disoriented in the water and you don't know which way is up. Especially when you go in there with clothes. Especially if you go in there with possibly some type of boots. It's so many variables that we don't know. Especially in the first case that they took the young man clothes. That's strange. Why did they take the young man clothes?
Like, why would you take his clothes? Yeah, that doesn't even make a lot of sense. But I'll say this though, and even when you're like blowing bubbles, if you're underwater and you're disoriented already, if you're upside down and you blow bubbles, they just blow back into your face. It disorients you. No,
actually, bubbles. No, actually, the bubbles go up. Yeah, they go up.
Right, but if you're facing down, right?
Yes.
And you blow bubbles, it still comes back up. Like it'll come right, so you won't have time to orient yourself.
However, I mean, but at least you know which way is up.
At least
hopefully,
you know.
We just trying to give different scenarios. So that's a great point. The person's already disoriented. That might disorient them the more because now they vision is not seeing even more. So I get that part where you coming from. Like you're gonna be even more blinded with the bubbles hitting you in the face. But at least you'll know the direction if you for moving forward. If something like that was happening to you, you know which direction is up. You know, because most people never even thought of blowing bubbles if they don't know which direction to go. You know what I'm saying?
Also, think about this: both of those young men were like slender men, or they were slender young boys, probably fairly athletic, right? That means they're gonna sink faster. They don't have a lot of fat, according to what I've seen about them. I could be wrong, but it's not like they're gonna float either. That's one thing about black people that they don't think about. They say we can't swim, but it's because we have a lot of muscle density. So we sink faster than we float.
I hear that. I like that. I like that, especially when we talk about river, open water swimming. Like it's not as easy depending on what time of the day you fall in. It got currents in those things. It ain't as easy as people think when you in open water. It ain't like the pool. Everything ain't like the pool. I know a lot of people jump in the pool and they go ahead. I know a lot of people go to the beach. They don't go past their knees in water and they think like, yeah, I'm all right. Hey, it's a lot of variables, man. And it's scary. Bubba, what you mean? Bubba said, LOL. Imagine if I had said that. Said what, Bubba? Say it in the super chat, Bubba. And we'll tell you, I don't know what you mean. Absolutely, artifacts. If you get somebody drunk on a boat and you the captain, hey, you're liable for a lot of things that happen on that goddamn boat, man. I know people play with hey, young people, stop being the only one there. Like these situations happen what, months apart, Shadow?
Yeah, not too many months apart. Oh, also keep in mind, actual shipping people do actually have insurance for situations like this because you can be held liable. It's just like if somebody hurts themselves at the house, you're still liable for the damage that happens to you. So even in this case, like I don't understand why that's not a conversation. I don't know if the boat was owned by one of the kids or whatever the case may be, but whoever's parent was that boat belonged to, they're still liable for what happened to that boy, accident or not. Or at least that's what I've always known. The women get rid of them.
And so what I do find interesting that, you know, I do hear, I do see, but nobody want to actually present a different understanding of the situation than what me and you are saying. I do find that part interesting, but it goes to what I was saying earlier. A lot of people they are not able to get new information in new time and actually have a conversation about it. They could only regurgitate about things that they've seen or heard previous. They love to regurgitate lies that they heard from something else. So now every time I bring up a new situation like this one, for most people don't know about this situation, Shadow. You, Bubba, myself. Most of these so-called I care black men, they have no idea because they just wait for somebody else to talk, and then they could go ahead and regurgitate something that sounded cool.
I mean, we can talk about Jay-Z's haircut, I guess.
Huh?
Let's talk about Jay-Z's haircut, then. We'll get some more people.
Yes, they can absolutely talk about Jay-Z's haircut. I'm about to time you out real quick. Hold on. I'm about to time you out talking about Jay-Z's haircut. Lord have mercy. Hey, Shadow, did you see any of my new videos that I'm trying to work on? How about hopefully people seeing, hopefully Ms. J could drop any one of my 2 new videos. I'm trying to work on a new you know what I'm saying? You feel me,
Shadow?
Shadow?
10 seconds. Hold up, you time me out for 10
Oh,
seconds.
okay.
I have to come back.
know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it right, man. I'm trying to be a good content creator. I'm doing my best, god damn it. I'm trying to give people some value, god damn it.
Then start insulting black women.
I know that that is a wild part though. That is a real legit thing. That is the wildest part about it. That's a real legit thing. Like they want me to be that guy so badly. And I never really understood why they want me to lie on my character. Why is it that the things that I say I can't believe? Why every time somebody want to talk about it, they say, Sharon, you being disingenuous. I believe what I say, bro. I don't know why that's such a hard thing for a black man to stand on what he believes on and tell the truth about it. They believe black men lie so much that there's no way that I could be telling the truth.
Because knowing how to spell a word doesn't mean you know its definition. Just because I can spell a word doesn't mean I actually know what it means. A lot of people use disingenuous without actually understanding what disingenuous means or how to break the word apart to understand what it means. It's a word, it's a buzzword that sounds good. You're disingenuous. Look, when I'm mad at you because I feel like you're biased. I'm not gonna call you disingenuous. I'm gonna say I think you're being biased because I know you believe what you believe. I just don't believe what you believe sometimes. Or at least I believe in part what you believe. And that's how come we can agree with each other. Like I can agree that, hey, you said something I do agree with, but I feel like you're missing something else in the puzzle. I think that's where our biggest contention ever comes. Because you're right, I agree with you most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. The ones that we don't, that's where you want to just, put me in the suplex.
I'm gonna go ham.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm a suplex.
Let me also welcome to the show. Hopefully he could turn his camera on all the way from across America's pond. Simon Hectic. Good day, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, what's up, Sharon? Yeah, what's up?
I'm doing well today. What's your thoughts? You don't have a thought, Simon?
I don't know. I think no, I do. I'm just saying, like, most of the time we have this idea about what we want to perceive. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you don't get pleased with that shit, that's when people turn off. You know what I mean? They want to turn around and like make it their belief, but that's not the actual point. The point is you got to live and learn. And, that's just the fact. You know what I'm saying? But most people just don't want to do that. Like they're still struggling. They're still trying to get by and they're still trying to live. And like we, as responsible adults, will turn around and try and teach them something when we ain't the teachers. You know what I'm saying? The only person that can be your real teacher is yourself.
100. I agree with that. That's the main person, but you have to be willing to look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I am doing something wrong. And you need to be able to recognize when you're like, know what? Maybe I am looking at this thing in the wrong light. I never thought of it that way. Wow. If you would have never said that, I would have never thought of it. You know what I'm saying? Like those things happen in real life. Like, damn, I didn't realize I was living in shit. Right. And then when I got out of the shit, all of a sudden I smelled shit. Because while you sitting in it, you don't smell it. Like, because your nose is one of the weakest senses. So you don't realize that you're sitting in shit this whole time. And then when you get up out of it, you wash your ass because you know what grandma used to tell me, Shadow? Shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass. Boy.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and I knew I had to wash my sausage. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, that's the shit. You know what I'm saying? At least I got a shower. You know what I mean?
Hey, Hey Simon, did you hear about the Nolan Wells case or the Daniel Erving case across the pond?
Nah.
Ah, okay. See, and so a lot of times these stories do not get out past these local areas, Shadow, and that's why it's important for us to attempt to have a conversation because the evening news is not going to talk about the young black boys, the young black men that lost their lives to senseless things that do not have anything to do with gun violence. Because when black men are dying to gun violence, that is going to be blasted on the news. That's going to be in a rap song, Simon. But when a young man that had a promising life dies to some kind of strange accident that a whole bunch of certain people was around him, and it seems like at least in one case we know for a fact that they tried to cover it up, Simon. We know for a fact that they tried to cover it up. Where are all our brothers at talking about this and making sure it gets the proper light that it's supposed to get? Where are they, Simon? Do they actually give a damn about young black men? That's the question. There's two cases, the same question. Where are my black brothers at leading the way with making sure people know these young men names? Where are they? Where are all these goddamn leaders at that say, you know what, Sharon? We do need to speak about this more. Full of shit. Full of shit. And like I don't know.
I think everybody keeps saying that there's no such thing as a black community is being proven wrong every time one of these happens.
Say it one more time, Shadow.
Everybody who's saying the black community doesn't exist is being proven wrong when something like this happens. It just takes a lot more for us to stand together. The George Floyd issue, black people stood together then. The Target issue, most black people stood together then. You see what I'm getting at? Like all three of these cases.
So now I'm glad that you brought that up. So that's one of the issues that I do have, Shadow, is that like it seemed like it was easy for them to jump up for George. And I feel as if this should be even easier for the people to jump out and wild out.
Profit.
That's true. That's true, MJ. That's true, MJ. MJ says Sharon is Wild Out Wednesday. They just want to wild out. So we do it like this, Simon. Fuck JP. Fuck DJ Switch Doctor. Fuck Keon White. Fuck Uncle B cheating.
Yo, man.
Fuck all those human aliens. Fuck all those aliens over there.
Yo, man.
You're like 14 hours.
Simon, let's start this shit there.
That's some black on black crime right there. Nigga, please.
They can all.
Sharon, I thought you was bad than that, Mr. Doctor.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was a stand-up motherfucker in the community. You want to go like territory like that? God damn.
And not now one of them will ever show up here and have a conversation with me. They all pussy. Every last one of them. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing this shit.
I
never thought I saw the day.
You You know what I'm saying, Simon? Since it is wild,
I never before I see Sharon come out being gangster like this.
Look,
Okay.
Hey, look, I might as well give the people what they asking for, then, and that's the case.
Sharon being gangster. God damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
hey,
can gangsters for the win.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that's going to stand behind somebody else. I said what I said. So now they could go ahead and run tell that. You know, you feel what I'm saying, Simon? Now they got something to actually go and run and tell.
Yeah.
Because otherwise than that, they just be just talking. Oh, Sharon made me feel.
I know.
Great T. They always talk about Sharon make me feel a certain way. All those women be supporting Sharon. I feel a certain way. Why they don't support my black ass? Because you ain't as handsome.
I told you, motherfuckers. They mad. They mad as hell. Yep. That's
Great
just
T.
pure facts.
Great T. Hey, Great T. Maybe Great T, because Great T been around. He's a great content creator. He knows how this thing go. Why are they so mad? Why do they have to lie on me for no goddamn reason? I want to know, Great T. Maybe Great T got some time. He can hit the pen and say, you know what, Sharon? This is why they do it. Because he got some great insight.
You're right.
See, but it's okay. So at this time of the day, it is okay for Simon to be drunk because it's nighttime for Simon.
I don't give a
So it
fuck,
makes sense for him to be drunk now.
Good. I've been drunk for the last 4 years, nigga.
God. Hey, by the way, Simon, it's $2 per N-bomb and it's $2 per F-bomb.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
You know this already. Don't act like you didn't know.
I got you. I got you.
Yes, you did because you paid the fines before.
Yeah. I got you. Don't worry about it.
All right, so don't act like you didn't know.
There you go.
Yeah, Great T News. Yes, that's what that means. So when it's late night, it's actually early in the morning for Simon. That's for sure. Salute. Thank you so much. Hold on. Let me give it a prop and let me bring somebody up in a second. Gatsby the Great says, I don't know why Keon was so upset. He don't protect kids. He co-signed Trey's son being doxxed earlier this month. He's a snake. That's why you got to keep the grass cut low. Say it isn't so, Keon. God damn, Keon. Keeson was co-signing Trey's son being doxxed earlier this month. He's a snake. Crazy, Simon. This is insane.
Yep. I'm listening.
Shout out to Simon Hector with the Timbo says, I always pay my damn fines, Sharon, drunk or not. Thank you so much. I'll pull a little extra there. That's what he said in the super stick. I don't care. I can read, you know what I'm saying? I can read between the lines. Let me also welcome you to the show.
You're OG. I respect you. You know that.
Let me also welcome into the show, Kamal. He told me just keep it nice and short. Good day to you, Kamal. How you doing? What's your thoughts?
What's good, bro, man? And man, I'm finally catching a live, bro. It's early as hell over here in Cali, bro, and I'll be working in the morning and shit. So I'll be catching the playback, bro. You feel me? And look it, I'm a real person. You feel me? I'm just raggedy right now. You feel me? That's why I'm off camera and shit.
Hey, you say you're a real person and you're raggedy at the same time. What the fuck?
I appreciate it.
But Sharon, bro, like I appreciate you bringing this case, bro, because I'm gonna talk about it on my channel. You feel me? I'll be talking about all this shit for real. You feel me? And you got somebody in the chat that be rocking with me. For real. Shout out to Ricky, man. Shout out to you, bro. He know the deal. He know what I be on. You know what I mean? So I'm most definitely gonna talk about this Daniel Erving case because it kind of remind me of, I don't know if y'all heard the case of Shrine and Shadow, but the Gerard Jackson case. Did y'all hear about that in Michigan?
Yeah, talk to me about it.
I mean, it's like the same ordeal. Like, bro is hanging with them folks. You feel me? At this, it was like a concert, one of them EDM concerts, right?
Okay.
And then they mysteriously find bro drowned somewhere, and they ruling like some accidental death after hanging with them folks. But the kicker is this though, y'all.
Say his name again so everybody can hear it. Say his name one more time.
His name Gerard Jackson or Jared. He spelled it Jerord. I think it's Gerard, but it might be Jared. But the brother in the same circumstances, same situation as Nolan Wells, but you know the shit ain't really getting pushed like that. You feel me? And I don't know if it be just where we putting our attention to, or if like the algorithm ain't pushing the shit at times. But I'm gonna keep talking about this shit. You feel me? I'm gonna, as many of these stories I could talk about and get out there. I'm gonna talk about it. You feel me? So that's just how I feel about it. I wanted to bring that up to you, bro, and to Shadow too.
You sound really emotional.
Yeah,
bro.
and also, like, don't just go ahead and keep on going with the conversation. So what kind of, where was he found at? Was he found in a wooded place? Was he at a festival? Talk to him about it.
So it was like outside of the festival, which is weird too, because I'm like, where the fuck is the witnesses? Why is everybody so goddamn quiet?
Watch the F-bombs. No F-bombs, no M-bombs if you can. Go ahead.
My bad, bro. My bad shit.
You good.
It's like, where's the witnesses at though? You feel me? Like they're trying to sweep this under the rug, you know what I mean? And it's like I'm just wondering, just like, why do certain situations get the light that it deserves and other ones don't? You feel me? I don't know if y'all
I could tell you why.
Wait, hold on, Simon. Hold on, Simon. I want to flesh it out before you tell him, Simon. Also, tell him what. Yeah. You good, Simon? What state was it in as well? So we know it's a festival. We know he was found outside of the festival in a wooded forest area. What state was it in too? Go ahead. We working on it. Yeah, let's go. Come on.
It was in Michigan, y'all. So out there in Michigan.
Wait. And how was he found? Let's go a step further. How was he found?
Okay.
Thank you,
Now,
Shadow.
I don't know. I don't know how he was found. But let me tell y'all this though. He not from Michigan, y'all. He from Illinois. And he traveled with his friends to this festival, and his friends came back to Illinois and then talk about like, oh yeah, he didn't come back with us. Blah. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah, I know.
It sounds very familiar.
Hey, Simon, you want to do it or not?
Nah, you do it, bro. Go ahead, Shadow.
And so also it's very important to say, like, this case just recently happened. Correct. This is about like what, 2 to 3 weeks? Oh,
it happened around the same time as the Nolan Wells stuff. Literally, right around the same time.
I think it happened like in so and this is why it's important for us as independent voices to say these names and get these cases, even the thought patterns, to be out there. Because once we start talking about it, and then hopefully it can get picked up by somebody that has a huge following, and they could talk about Jared Jackson and how he was in Michigan, hanging out with a certain group of friends. They went on a trip. Somehow his body got found in a wooded area around close to a festival. All the friends made it back and he didn't. Again, we should not be the only one.
Sean, did you mean to make that pun or was that accidental?
Which pun?
Him hanging out with his friends.
Hey.
So we're not going to mention the fact that they found him hanging in a tree, right?
Yeah, I know.
Don't forget that they try to say he self-deleted.
Right. All right. I just want to make sure you didn't make that joke accidentally.
Great T News.
Nah,
Actually, today's show, and then also before I get, because Simon, I know Simon had a couple things to say. Thank you, Simon, for your patience. Great T News. This show today is actually about the Daniel Erving case. That's what this show. That's why I said two cases, same question. But what I should have done really, it says 3 cases, same question, because it's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
you're
Simon.
right. Yeah, I mean, there's very much similarities within all of them cases. So, we can't. You know what my profession is, so it's just like, I can't speak on a live case, but it's just like, we can see what's going on, and at the end of the day, we've seen this from the beginning. So, ain't nothing new. But I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? That's all.
And then, and we know Michigan. They not known for, they known for some strange things out there too. What up, Knight? You know what I'm saying? So like, do we trust Michigan State Popo? They talking about it was no crime there as well. That they concluded that investigation quick, fast, and in a hurry. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
They didn't really give it no real investigation, to be honest.
They never do. They never do. Man. But yeah,
so this is the issue, and this is the issue that we have. Go ahead, come on, talk about it.
No, I was gonna say I got to get back to work. I be trying to catch a live. It'd be early and I'll be working ish, but I finally caught one at the beginning. You feel me? I'll be watching a play. I appreciate it. When I can, I'm gonna come up here more often. Next time I'll be more presentable and I won't drop the F-bombs and stuff like that. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get out here, get back to doing some
Salute, sir. Salute, sir.
Thank you for bringing that case to some attention. That name needs to be said a lot more. Jared Jackson, Michigan situation. Thank you.
Yeah. What's up?
You know what I'm saying? Jared Jackson. This happened in Michigan. The young man was found hanging in the woods after hanging out with a
That's
group
like some
of
Emmett
friends.
Till shit.
With
it's
a
like
group
some
of
Emmett
friends.
Till shit.
Right. Somehow they made it home. He did not. They made it back to Illinois. He did not.
Isn't it interesting that all 3 of these cases, they said it was either accident or they did it themselves? I don't mean to be that guy, but it's interesting that all 3 of these cases, they keep saying they did it to themselves.
All 3. So now we had it 2 cases, same question. Now is really 3 cases. Uda, same question. Why are you the only one in the room? Number one, or in the car, or in the boat?
Facts.
What is going on? How these crimes happen in 3 different cases in a 3-month time span? And I believe when I brought up the situation about Nolan Wells before anybody else in the space, I don't give a damn what nobody say. I did that.
I keep telling these motherfuckers.
They try to say, Sharon, you tripping. Can you name some other cases? Look at this now. We got 3 cases in 3 months.
Facts. This is what I keep telling these people. Motherfuckers be getting set up. You know what I mean? And they're making an example of us. You know what I mean? And they're gonna continue to make an example of us. And that's just where it is. You know what I mean? I'm deep in this space. Do you know what I mean? I rock with these fools. Do you know what I'm saying? That I call my colleagues. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I don't like it. But what else fucking opportunity I'm gonna have unless I fucking rock with them and understand where the fuck they're coming from? I see this shit. I'm just like, okay. You motherfuckers be spitting out blood and doing all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Evil motherfuckers.
Nah, you about to kill. You about to cook off your credit. Goddamn it!
All right, I'm gone.
Stop cursing so damn much.
I'm gone.
Stop cursing so much. You put some damn. At least put a shirt on. You know what? That's a fine too. What's wrong with these? That's $50 right there, Simon. You owe $50, Simon. Simon, you owe $50 for no shirt. God damn it.
Sure, I'm learning from the best. He's making new finds by the minute. He's making new finds by the minute. Fine.
Talk to the people real quick, Shadow.
All right, people. I guess the topic of the show. Look, y'all know me. My mic sucks. I'm using my phone. So, yeah, I don't know what we got to do to stop this from happening, but we got to make a decision. We can fight about it, or we can stand up for people who it actually happens to. At the end of the day, we got 3 young people, or Gerard Jackson was 28 or 32. The number seems to jump from source to source. But either way, still fairly young. We can't all be doing it to ourselves. I'm not asking everybody to jump in, but bring notice to it. Let people know, hey, this isn't right. If you know something in your neighborhood, bring it up. Hey, I know something's happened to somebody. Bring it up. All right, there you go.
Not too bad. You didn't do too bad.
You can make me. See, people keep telling me to buy a mic, but I hate my voice. Everybody hates my voice. Now all y'all can hate it with me.
Yeah, you need to get like a hold on 1 second. Maybe get your little microphone or something. Microphone check 1 2. I had to switch it up. How it sound? It's good. How my mic sound?
I can hear you.
All right, that's all that matters. You can hear me.
So here's the thing with how much background noise I have at work, because typically when you're online, I'm at work. And with how much background noise is, a clip-on mic would catch every hydraulic on this truck.
Simon, you owe us. You owe me some money for no shirt, Simon. You owe me. That is a fine. That is a flag on the play, Simon. You need to pay up. God damn it. Simon showing his goddamn body. Thank you, Corinne. I appreciate you. Corinne said I sound good. Man, I just hope we don't get a bunch more of these crazy cases. I don't know if it's like a real psyop and they really trying to get some type of new version of the Civil War. I don't know what they doing, bro. Yeah, get you a DJI mic. You probably be all right, Shadow.
Yeah, no, I'm looking into it right now.
Yeah, that's what I got right now. But I don't know what this societies are trying to do in our country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on, man. And we need it. We need just we need some logical brothers out there to just make it make sense. Stop doing nonsense. because things in 2026 can move in better relations. I think it's connected to the braggadocious passport, bro. Somehow that's hilarious. That's funny. Oh God. Mm-mm. I mean, we had what, 2 hours? I said what I had to say. I don't know. Maybe we could talk about the man being attacked by a goddamn bison. I don't know. Shadow. Maybe y'all want to talk about the man that got attacked by the bison. Crazy. So Bubba said how, but we all know. Okay, Bubba's saying good things and racial harmony happens every day too. Bubba is crazy. It's a bison as a much larger scale, but you don't talk about that. You just want to get mad about racism, even especially when it isn't there. I don't know what you mean by that, to be honest, Bubba. Corinne, that's crazy. Oh, Corinne, that is crazy.
Hey, so is it the little square one or the little square one with the fluffy on it?
Say what?
So the DJI mic, is it the little square one that's like that big, or is it the one with the fluffy top?
Well, that's what I got. I got you can put the fluffy top on it. That's what I got. I got a DJI mic.
Okay, yeah, I saw there were two. It looks like it's two mics with a charging case.
Yeah, they got the DJ mic mini, then they got the DJ mic, and then they got the DJ mic mini. This is the mini.
Okay, so the mini. Okay, so I went ahead and ordered the mini. It looks like it says it works with two of them. I guess there's an app that goes with it. You know,
just take your ass to a goddamn Best Buy. Just take your ass to a Best Buy there and tell you all the specs, and then you can figure it out. God damn it!
Look, I like throwing money at problems, and I figure out which one works.
Right, so they have the mini. The mini is the one that I got, and the regular mic is a little bit bigger. It's about maybe like 2 to 3 inches.
Oh, so I just want to be careful because I lift these cans, so and I don't want to knock it off and it ends up in the back of a hopper.
Nah, I doubt if it get knocked off. Like you gotta literally hit it to get it knocked off. So if you move it around and all that, you should be fine.
We'll see how it works Friday. So Wild Out Wednesday, men, go get your health checked. You know, and men should have the health checked. You know, stay healthy, go work out.
Yeah,
walk 10 miles.
Hey, me and a wife been working out every day. I'm attempting to get back in marathon shape. I began my ass kicked the other day. I couldn't walk down the stairs after the workout. It was crazy, Shadow. I was like, OMG, I forgot how it is to work out this hard. Like I couldn't even walk, bro. I couldn't walk trying to get back in marathon shape, bro. Yo.
Man, trying to get ready for this book release. I got under 335, and my brother just he cleared it for me and dropped it. He was like, "Hey, if you don't get it off you, it's staying." Shout out to my brother, but you saw it.
Shout out to bro.
Like, hey, look, you'll get it off you. So I got 2 335s up. So that's a new step.
You said you pushed up 235?
No, 335.
You
225.
Your bench press 335? Are you mad?
Yeah, it's my two rep max now.
That is ridiculous. What's wrong with you? Why would you do something like that to your body?
Well, when I was a stunt person, one of the things you had to do is 1.5 times your body weight. When I was 135, I could do 225. I'm 205 now. Do the math. Sheesh. I'm still not where I need to be. But I got a match in San Antonio Labor Day weekend. So
that's a lot of guys. And so why as a stuntman you need to lift so much weight?
Because if you're hanging on a ledge, you need to be able to pull yourself up if something happens to the crane. One of the things is like if you can't catch yourself, you're more likely to get hurt.
Damn, they say your arms look like Jello though.
Okay. I bet I bench more than you.
What up, Ignorant
I'm
TV?
cool with it.
Hey,
look, people can say whatever they want on the internet.
Hey, he's somebody that be pushing weight too. The person that said it, he's somebody that be pushing weight. I don't know.
Let's get it.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know me, I love the competition.
Oh, hey, Lord.
We'll live stream it. I got nothing better to do.
Oh, Lord. That's crazy. True. So y'all both, so you're inviting another man to be on stream with you, with your chest out.
Sir, that is not what I said.
Try not to use the N-word. Black men are filtered. The 2 M's to the 2 black boys makes you think different about the Carmelo Anthony defending himself. Free Carmelo.
No, it doesn't make me think different about it at all. At the end of the day, if you are not allowed to protect yourself, this will happen. And again, I'm not advocating for us to go out and get crazy, but I am saying no matter what, at the end of the day, you need to come home. I don't care what happens to everybody else. I'm sorry. They're not my responsibility.
So you saying that when we preach against Carmelo Anthony's situation, we kind of get these 3 cases more often.
Yes, because it's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't situations, right? So we can have this conversation, but then all of a sudden, if one of our black sons or black daughters for that matter, get surrounded and then they get taken out somewhere, they're not allowed to fight back, because if they fight back and survive, they're criminal. They don't survive, they did it to themselves. That's not okay. I'd rather you be a criminal than you not come home at all.
Damn.
Sorry. A criminal we can defend. A body we have to bury.
Wow. It's an interesting take. A criminal we could defend. It is a scary idea that
only one of those are coming home.
Out of the 4 situations.
Out of those 2 situations, or out of those 4 situations, only one of them has the ability to come home.
Possibly. Because he is
no matter what, even if people can make the horror stories all they want, 4 of those, out of those 4, one of those has a chance to come home. I'll say that.
Regardless, because even if he deal the whole time, he still have a chance to get home. Gotcha.
Right. Those other 3 can't. And my thing is, I'd rather all, and again, take this for what it will, I'd rather all 4 of them been arrested and have the chance to come home. Unpopular opinion.
Yes, BMU. Yes, we actually spoke about Gerard Jackson not too long ago. We was just actually a young man by the name of Kamal. He just came up. He brought it up. I did have preview of it. Yes, we did briefly speak about Jared Jackson in Michigan and how his friends went on a trip to Michigan. They made it back to Illinois. He did not. Somehow he's in a wooded area. Somehow the festival, but you know, BMU, they try to act like, you know, I don't know that we don't. I don't understand BMU. I don't get it.
Sharon,
It's like when we, yeah.
Sharon, chat. I want you to honestly tell me, at what point are you allowed to defend yourself? I'm only going to speak on this as someone who is not afraid of whatever consequences come with it. But not everybody's going to do that. As parents, as cousins, as brothers, as people that have to watch children grow, live and die, at what point can we tell them it's okay to defend yourself? At what point can we tell them, hey, no matter what, you need to come home? At what point do we need to say, hey, I love you enough to deal with whatever comes with you? Like, I want to know, everybody keeps saying, like, Melo should have fought. Okay, cool. But would we be saying the same thing if he got deleted that day? Would we be saying, oh, well, he should have fought? Or we would be saying, oh, well, the Metcalfs were in the right? Are we saying, Gerard Jackson? Everybody's trying to say, oh, it's a bad trip, whatever the case may be. I don't care what caused his death. He should have been able to come home. Uda.
Uda on go. Good day, sir. What's your thoughts? You came up to address Shadow's question? It's an interesting question, man.
Uda, you're muted.
Is it just me? Yeah.
No, he's muted.
We can't hear you, Uda.
I ain't turning my mic. My bad. Turn on my damn mic.
Talk about all that DJ out stuff. You don't even know how it works, Shadow.
I ain't turning my mic. This is the other one though, Shadow. This is the bigger one, and then you got the mini too as well. You know what I'm saying? So I use this one a lot more though. I use this one for my eyes, asthma. But
you know me,
yeah,
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I think you need it, man. It drowns out all the background noise, so get it. Trust me, it works. But yeah, man. I just think it's hard out here for us, man. You know, it's just crazy. It just seems like our lives don't matter. You know what I mean? And since he just brought it up, because I never heard about this Gerard J. Jackson. They call him Jay, I guess. I never heard about his case, but I just been researching it and just so crazy like this. They said before he disappeared, Jay actually called the Michigan State Police to report what he believed was a criminal incident involving a friend at the campsite. Then the officers responded, interviewed those involved, and later said that they found no evidence of the crime occurring. But he left the festival grounds alone, and he was like found like by close to in the wooded area by his rental vehicle, while his keys and certain things was in the vehicle, and then his phone and all this other stuff was somewhere else. So it's just like mad shady. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole case is just, it just seems mad shady, man. You know what I mean? God bless his soul, man. It's just crazy, man.
And I'm glad you came up and said that, because you know a lot of people say, you know, we don't do we for our people, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like we for our people, and I'm glad we're able to, like, we need to be saying our brothers' names, especially the, you know what I'm saying, like it needs to be said, because while we want to try to make it seem like everything is about just negativity in the sense of we cursing each other out, like we can actually do a great deal of getting people to recognize what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they basically saying the Michigan State Police talking about he basically unalived himself. That's
which
like
is
one of
wild.
the first one is wild, bro. It's wild, bro. We go out to a festival for me to go unalive. Yeah, come on, bro. Why is I'm doing that then? If you're gonna do that, you're gonna do what you're doing, bro. You go out to have a good time. You gonna do that.
Salute, Sharon. Salute the panel.
Salute, bro.
Put your damn camera on. What up, Ignorant T? Don't be just interrupt. I was going to introduce your ass. Welcome to the show, Ignorant TV. Good day, sir. How you doing?
Good day, good gentlemen. Good day.
What's up, my brother?
What's your thoughts?
I have a theory. I just have a quick theory. And this is a theory for the crowd. Okay, so don't get in y'all panties about it. All right, it's a theory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I believe this is simply a theory that white people are sacrificing our people in a ritualistic manner, and it's been happening from the beginning of time, and it continues to proceed. And until we really take acknowledgement of what's really taking place, it's going to continue.
You're talking too close to your microphone. Your microphone popping, Ignorant.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still popping?
Yeah. Like certain words is like
Okay. Is it still? I should just come back real quick.
Sound a
all
little
right.
better.
Drop and come back. Yeah, drop and come right back.
I'll come right back.
That might fix it. That might fix it. Hopefully that does. But I don't know about any rituals because I don't think these people that they gone out, except for maybe the Nolan Wells, right? Because those are some high upper class people, at least their parents are, right? But the other cases, they regular human beings. So I don't know if those people were so involved in things where they could do and they understand rituals and things of that nature. So I don't know if it would be rituals, but it's definitely something going on that is strange out here. That's for sure. For it to happen back to back to back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you good now.
Is it okay? Is it popping still?
No, it's not.
Okay, what I was saying was they have been doing this from the beginning of time, for eon and millennial, and they're doing rituals. They believe that if they sacrifice, again, this is a theory, they sacrifice a person with a melanated blood, they will acquire some form of wealth for at least 100 years in their families. So this is what keeps happening, and we're not, and this is just a theory, we're not really being aware. Like, we just think these people, they hate us and they're all of this. These are rituals. This is something that they believe and they pass down from generation to generation. There were kids at those lynchings, guys. These were picnics. They had a this was like a gathering. We have to really take acknowledgement of what's really taking place. These are rituals. And they can only do it with melanated people because they know that we have the Christ gene, and they would like to eliminate that from occurring back on this realm. And I'll
BMU. Sorry, when you said that, I need to look into that, because if that's the case, that would make this case even wilder. If what BMU is actually, man, hold up.
Yeah, look that up real quick and see, because he's saying that he's saying that it was a young black baby that was unalive at this festival as well, which is just insane.
Yes.
Which festival that I'm talking about? What, the Gerard Jackson case? Which one?
Yeah.
What festival? The same festival?
Yeah. The same festival he's saying was a young black baby that came up deleted as well.
Oh my God, that is wild.
That's crazy if it's the same festival.
Yeah, these are
if that's the same festival, that's crazy.
Well, let me look into that, bro.
It's not gonna stop unless we do something about it. They're performing rituals and they believe they're losing power. So they're doing this because they're trying to get the power. They believe they're acquiring more power back in wealth into their families if they keep doing these heinous acts. They believe the purity is inside of a BLK's blood.
So Ignorant, I just don't think that is the case for the everyday walking person. Maybe the high up elite, the Rockefellers, yeah, maybe that's true for them. But the regular people walking around doing these census things, I don't think they are that.
Do you believe they have families?
That's true, bro.
Do you believe the Rockefellers have families?
Hold on, Ignorant. No, I'm agreeing with you, Ignorant, but I also
let's ease off of certain people names. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. You know what I mean? Rockefeller Center, stuff like that. You just got to ease off these people's names. Trust me. These programs start acting weird when you start saying certain people's names, bro. Trust me.
So Huda, you said you looked it up and BMU
Yeah, man. They
is
said yes. If you return, it's a different tragedy that happened at the same festival as Gerard J. Jackson. It was the Electric Forest Musical Festival in Rothbury, Michigan. They said it was not a toddler or older child. It was a newborn baby. Authorities, they said they didn't identify the baby's race, but you've heard people saying that the baby was black, right? But some say that it wasn't confirmed, right? But most likely, right? So they said on June 28th, a maintenance worker found a newborn infant in a portable toilet in the festival's camping area. A preliminary autopsy found that the baby was born alive and was viable, meaning that the infant was capable of living outside of the womb. Because of those findings, the investigation became much more serious, and the FBI has joined the investigation, offering a $15,000 award for information leading to the identification, arrest, and conviction of the person that is responsible. So we don't know the baby's identity, the identity of the mother. They say that they don't know the baby's race. So I don't know if where BMU is getting that the baby is, you know what I'm saying, of melanated background. An official cause of unaliving beyond preliminary findings, they don't have that yet, or any arrest. But one woman who was accused on social media was investigated and cleared by Michigan State Police, who urged the public not to spread unverified accusations. So there actually was two different events at the same festival. You know what I mean? I think Gerard Jackson was on the 30th. I think he was on the 30th
the next
or the
day.
29th or something like that. And she was in the baby. I don't know the gender of the baby, but the baby was on the 28th. And he was 28 years old. So probably some numbers on that. I don't know what's going on, baby.
So from what I'm seeing right now, he had reported an incident, and during the time he went missing,
yes,
the bank had reported that someone tried to access his bank account through his phone.
Yeah.
That's according to what police had determined just now.
Yes.
Wow.
So
yes. But then they came up and acted like
if I remember correct, right? Because didn't you say that his phone was in his car or something?
They said when it comes to him, they said, hold up, let me go back to where it's at. They said hold up, right here, boom. They said he was found on June 30th in a wooded area about 100 feet off the Hart Montauk Trail near his rental vehicle where it was parked, right? They said the police said his wallet and his keys were inside the rental vehicle. So your wallet, which is two of your most valuable, you know, you lose your keys, your wallet, stomach, you feeling the butterflies in your stomach, you know what I'm saying? So they said his wallet and his keys were inside the rental vehicle, while his cell phone and some other personal belongings were left elsewhere. But where is the elsewhere? Where is the elsewhere that his cell phone and all of the other stuff was found? Where is elsewhere? They said his other stuff
so
was
it's
elsewhere.
it's saying that someone in the time that he went missing, where his cell phone was found, during the time he went missing and the time his phone was found, someone has tried to access his bank account and the access failed. Because usually, even if you try to do a fingerprint login, it won't log in. It'll show an error report on your bank account. So that's an interesting thing to pop up. And that was apparently in the music festival logs. Why would that be in the music festival logs and not the police report? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they said his phone, when the police said that his Jay Jackson's cell phone and other personal belongings were left behind, they were referring to them being left at the festival campsite, but not with him in the woods and not inside the rental truck. And his wallet and keys were found inside the rental truck, which is parked near where his body was later discovered. Yeah, at the campsite, you know what I'm saying? So that's mad weird. That could be looking like some kind of fraud, and I mean, somebody trying to go through his bank account information. I mean, maybe somebody trying to use the phone. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
And do we know any information about Jared Jackson, who he is, and what kind of things he's into?
Let's get into it. I'm gonna get into him right now. Hold up, I'm searching it now.
for some reason, people think that it's not okay for us to be up in arms about our photos getting deleted that, as we understand, have no background in dangerous situations.
It's crazy. They said, from everything that's been made public so far, Gerard J. Jackson was remembered nearly to everyone who known him as kind, outgoing, dependable person. His family and friends say his personality is one of the reasons that they're struggling to understand what happened. He was age 28. He was from Illinois, the Chicago area. His education, he attended Lincoln Tech in Melrose from 2016 to 2018, according to his public and personal and professional profile. His occupations have not been publicly identified as a job, and his family has not released many details about his career. His LinkedIn profile shows technical training, but doesn't provide verified information as to describing his employment. Did he play sports? They said there's no public record of that. Unlike Nolan Wells, who is widely known as a football player, Jay has not been publicly identified as an athlete. Based on what's been released so far, there isn't evidence to say sports were a major part of his background. What was he into? They know that he enjoyed electric dance music, EDM, and music festivals, was close with a longtime group of friends, traveled to Electric Forest as part of the friend group, and was described by friends as someone with an unmatched smile and a caring personality. They said, yeah, Jay called the police. He believed that a crime was occurring involving a friend, and the officers investigated it, and they had no evidence that a crime had occurred.
And right, so it doesn't sound like he's one of those trouble kids that they keep saying that we are.
About to be a situation.
It doesn't sound like he was one of those trouble kids. Shout out to Lady D Flow. Just testing. Wasn't working for me yesterday. Thank you so much, Lady D Flow. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But look, this is weird. They said police have also said that Jay appeared to believe that he himself may have committed a crime, but officers determined that that was not the case. So what is that about? He himself?
Wait, so he called the cops saying a crime was committed and that he himself may have committed a crime?
The other one was saying it was a crime involving a friend. Right? That's one of the reports. They said that he was reporting a crime involving a friend, and the officers determined that no crime had occurred. Right? Now here, they're saying that the police also have said this. They also say that Jay appeared to believe that he himself may have committed a crime, but the officers determined that that also was not the case as well. So
just to confirm, the cops believe he committed a crime, or he believed he committed a crime?
I think they saying that whether he or a friend as well, because at one report was saying that he said a crime involving a friend, or was it him? But they're saying that he thought that he himself have committed a crime. You know what I'm saying?
Is there no interaction sheet? Is there no public interaction sheet?
I don't know. I'm trying to go through it, but the family's struggling with it because they said they don't know him to have any mental health struggles and don't believe the preliminary conclusion explains what happened, and they want investigators to fully account for his interactions with friends, what happened after he left the campsite, and the evidence collected during the investigation itself. And they said he didn't have no history of mental health struggles and things like that.
Yeah, crazy. 1 second.
About to be a situation.
Did he drink or smoke or anything like that?
Thank you so much. Peasy ain't going with the 10 ball says, hey. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Peasy ain't going. Always holding me down. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Much appreciation to everybody that is showing some love. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a tremendous to me. Thank you so much. I'm trying to do my best to put down for y'all every day. Thank you so much. It's much appreciated. Go ahead, Uda. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Hey, bro. No.
Hey, Uda, did you see the report where it's talking about that he might have been having a bad mushroom trip? Like, but nothing came out in an autopsy, so that doesn't even make sense.
Because that's what I was just looking up. They said that there wasn't no confirmation. I was like, does he drink? Does he smoke? You know what I'm saying? They said the Michigan State Police have not said any alcohol or drugs played a role yet. The medical examiner has not publicly released the toxicology results, because that's what I'm saying, what happened with the toxicology. And his family has not publicly stated that he had a history of substance abuse, and friends have not publicly confirmed that he was intoxicated that day as well. So, you know, that's what I was looking into, like, what's up with the toxicology? What's up with all of that? Did drinking play a role? Was substances playing a role? But it seems like no one is coming out to say that. And a lot of times people that come out to say, you know what I mean? People drinking, they'll come out to say things, especially when it comes to people that's this shade, you know what I'm saying? Or darker, you know what I'm saying? They quick to say what you do and what you ain't doing, you know what I'm saying? So, but we have information on any substance abuses or any alcohol intake as well.
So,
you know?
So sorry. So
I
need to go ahead and put a nail in this. Hey, Bubba, I don't know why you keep trying to derail it for some reason. As somebody who goes to raves, not everybody who goes to raves or goes to those festivals do said drugs, right? So you can't say, oh, people there use it, and that's why it's likely that he did. That doesn't even make sense. Like, that's derailing the entire conversation, because again, we don't even know if that had anything to do with him. Right now, the whole issue is the fact that it happened and they deemed it a self-deletion. Even if that was the case, that's one of the first things that could have been brought up. But the first thing they named was self-deletion. That's why it's derailing.
I like it. That was a good way to break that down.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Shout out to BJ1959. This is insane. We must now move differently. We have to. We cannot keep making this same mistake. No matter how much of a small percentage it is that this might possibly happen, we cannot keep making the same mistake. That's for sure.
Yeah, and Bubba, they said that yes, an autopsy can test for psilocybin, but there's an important catch. They say psilocybin, the compound in psychedelic mushrooms, is rapidly converted by the body into psilocybin. And which is the substance that actually circulates in the bloodstream. Because of that, the toxicology labs usually test for psilocybin and not psilocybin itself. They test for the actual thing that is circulating through the bloodstream and not for that itself. Psilocybin leaves the blood fairly quickly, often becomes difficult to detect after several hours. It may be detectable for longer in urine, but even there, the detection window is relatively short compared to many other substances. Detecting psilocybin after unaliving depends on several factors, including how much was taken, how much time has passed before the unaliving, the condition of the body, and which samples, which is blood, which is, you know what I mean, any type of fluids in your bodies, and were collected, depending on which, you know, whether it be it urine, be it the red stuff, be it whatever else. Yeah. So they
I don't know how true this is, but in the chat, BMU says since 2023, 70 Black people have been lynched, and 80% of those 70 Black people, authorities say they were self-deletions.
And that'd be weird to me. That'd be weird. They'd be quick to say that. I've seen a few cases like that where just then you see somebody, you know what I'm saying? Up, you know what I mean? Like a tree or something. And next thing you know, they're talking about people that did it to themselves. I'm like, And they be quick. Like the reports be quick. They be like, yo, yeah, man, they did it to themselves. I don't see no harm, no foul here. I'm like, what? I don't know what's going on with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I don't know if it's such a cut. I think it's such a cut and dry case, just like the drowning. Man, But you know, the super chat that just went by, we have to move differently. We got to be self-aware. This is what started the whole conversation for me when I first brought up the Nolan Wells case. We have to be self-aware. We cannot put ourselves in situations that could turn out dire, where people are not going to care if we live or die. That's the main focus. That though you cannot be in a situation where you're the only one, because the other group, when they have that mob mentality, you have no idea if it ever will change, where you are going to be the victim that day. I don't care
hold
how
up.
much.
I don't know. There was a case.
Yeah.
There was a case about a year ago, right? It was on maybe a Mississippi campus where they found a young black man in a tree, right? And it was a really high tree, and they said he did it to himself. Like, I don't know if I'm remembering that correctly, but wasn't that super recent?
Not super recent, not as recent as these. No.
No.
Are
I
like
don't mean. I mean, it was within a year.
within the last 5 years. Yes.
Yeah, it was a Mississippi State student. It was like his first week out of college, and they found him in a tree.
Yeah, they saying it was in 2024.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was in South Carolina.
Like I said, I knew it was recent. Oh, I thought that was Mississippi. Like, I could be wrong.
Yeah, we was having that conversation as well.
No, they have another case though. They have another case. They saying Damar Travian Trey Reed,
I didn't hear about this one.
Black student at Delta State University was found from a tree on the university's campus near the pickleball courts on September 15, 2025. The discovery immediately drew national attention because of Mississippi's history of racism.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Trees and tree type things. And because the circumstances were so disturbing, now here what's been publicly reported. Trey Reed was from Grenada, Mississippi, and he was a student at Delta State University in Cleveland, but the campus staff found his body around 7:05 a.m. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, local police, and the county coroners all became involved. Why was the case so? He was a young black man. He was found in a tree, Mississippi. Civil rights attorney Ben Trump was retained by the family, and Congressman Benny Thompson called for the FBI involvement in a thorough, transparent investigations. And the authorities stated early in the investigation that they found no evidence of foul play. That's what I'm saying. Like, you'd be mad early, bruh. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to dig around nothing, bruh. That'd be nothing. They said there were no broken bones, no injuries consistent with assault, and no evidence that Trey had been physically attacked before his unaliving, according to the preliminary examinations. What was the official reason? They called it a self-deletion.
No, I thought they found bruises or something on him. Like, I do remember. That's what I thought we were talking about that at first. No, This is the case I was thinking about, the one that happened a couple months, well, almost a year ago. And the thing is, they said there was no damage to him, but whenever they started doing the secondary autopsy, they found bruises or something that were consistent with self-defense, as if somebody had beat him. So that's why I stuck in my head so much. I just couldn't.
And it goes to show when these things happen, you absolutely clearly we gotta make sure we tell and promote that, hey, you got to do a second autopsy. You cannot trust the state version of the autopsy. Shit is wild that this is still happening. Like, and there's so many of these cases, clearly, like, right? So I'm having the show, and then now we start off with just 2 cases, same question. Now we up to how many, Uda? We have 5.
We only got to like 5 cases. Sure.
That's more than double.
And I want y'all to realize the last two we talked about happened within a year of each other. And both of them involved a tree near campus. That's kind of wild. They were so close, we actually mixed them up with each other. That's weird.
It is.
So it's happening more than often. You know what I'm saying? At least more than we think things
It's
are happening.
These things is happening
a
crazy,
lot.
right? And we definitely ain't gonna forget about Kendrick Johnson. We ain't gonna forget about him rolled up in the mat. They try to make it seem like I was crazy for bringing that up.
Yeah,
they try to make it seem Uda. They try to make it seem like I was crazy for bringing that up. But guess what? They want to talk about Uda. They want to talk about something that happened to JP 3-4 years ago that he afflicted on his goddamn self.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait. Kai James found in a tree in Albany, Georgia, at a job corps in June 21st of 2026. Shit, that was a month ago.
That's my birthday. That was my birthday, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. Said that was a month ago. That's on this 26th on my birthday.
Not even a full month ago.
Not even a full month ago.
Damn.
Not even a full month ago.
It's crazy. That South is real, son. I'll be careful in that South, man. Even though things be happening everywhere, bro. Ain't no, you know what I mean? It's America, bro. My country, 'tis a thee. It's America, but you know what I'm saying? Straight, all spangle, homie. But that South is different, though, bro. A lot of things be going down in that South.
A lot of things be going down out there, boys.
Real, man. So we talking about people down in the South, bro. Y'all keep your heads on the swift. Y'all say keep something to give, homie.
Hey, Uda, do you think the issue that we have in our space that majority of people cannot process new information in real time and have a conversation and discussion about it?
Probably. I just think that people be in their own minds and we all personalize things, I guess, in their own way. And I mean, there'd be a lot of other factors that factor into that. Because when information is here and the truth is up for us, it is what it is, you know what I mean?
Because sometimes I'll be wondering, Uda, why do they be going back 3-4 years and 2 years to bring back some old shit?
Man, you know, we all got trauma.
I see they tried to do it recently with Bomb Cherry. Like they talking about some shit that happened 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They tried to do it with me last night, some shit that happened more than 2 years ago. I just don't really understand it. Let me also welcome to the show the beautiful DJ Genesis. Good day to you. How you doing? What is your thoughts? And if you can, because I know you don't mind camming up if you can. That's the only reason why you don't see yourself. Once your camera come on, it would jump you right on the panel if you want to be seen. Good day to you. What's your thoughts?
Listen, I'm looking like
you good.
Early morning. It's morning.
Okay, girl.
The voicing.
And we let the night away. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like it's morning, okay? But listen, okay, did you guys show the video of the young man that was actually in the on the river and he had like his life jacket on? They had given him a baby life jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And they were making
that video on. I played that video on Tuesday.
Who was that? They were making fun of him and like, oh, you get on whatever. And the white family was like, man, what's going on? They had no idea what was going on. But it's like, bro, they gave him a baby life jacket. He didn't know how to swim. And he thought like if they would have like not saved him, he would have died. So that was another case.
Did the baby life jacket work?
No.
What?
He had to hold on to the people's kayak to and they swam him to
the
safety.
Other side. Mm-hmm.
And they were like, you stupid, you could have just and he's like, I don't know how to swim, guys. What? And I don't know what happened after that, but that was crazy. I was like, bro, they did give a F about this guy.
And also he went out with them. That's his first time in that area ever. Again, we cannot be the only ones, bro. That could have like DJ just been, I played the video the other day. That could have been another situation. 100%. And they was calling him all types of, they was calling him the arbor, the re. They
started making monkey noises and everything.
Right, they was making monkey noises and all that. I played it yesterday, Tuesday. I played it, Uda.
What are you saying this on
crazy.
TikTok? You seen this on what? What platform is this on?
I gotta break down my videos. I'm gonna tag you in it when I break it down when I get the time.
Shucks, bro.
Shit is
You don't
crazy,
have
man.
you don't have it? You don't have it?
Not on me because I had erased it. I be having too much shit.
But yeah,
But
they
yeah.
it was pretty scary to see how it go.
Yeah, to see how it looks.
How it goes down. Like it goes down like almost like a, you know.
They don't care. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about. I mean, that's how it was. I mean, it's 100% like, yeah. And if that family was not there,
we don't know what would have happened. 100%. DJ Genesis, my question too: why do you think so many people are not willing to have these conversations about these young black men that are not thugs passing away in the way that they are? There should be a much bigger conversation about this.
I think that the society just shoves it down like it's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? I think that unless you got a family that gives a crap about you, like they don't you know, a lot of times the stuff just gets kind of shoved underneath the rug. That's the video right there. I just put it in the back. But yeah, I think that, you know, if you don't have like a family that's gonna really like advocate, you're not gonna hear about it. You know, that's pretty much what goes across the board. You know, it's kind of sad though when you think about it.
Hell yeah, that they don't. Yeah, you know, you sung the song perfectly, right? That's the perfect song. They don't really care.
If you don't have a family that really probably have that's going to, because let me tell you something. My niece, you know, her ex killed her, right? Threw her in a trash can, face down.
Damn.
Yeah, stabbed her, shot her. I mean, he did the most. Stabbed out all her tires. I mean, he just went crazy. He got 28 years. You only heard about it in Steubenville.
You only heard about it where?
In Ohio, where it happened at. But this was a brutal. Like, I mean, she broke up with him and he went nuts. Like, he just lost it. And if I can't have you, no one will. And he came there, and you know, she had called me like she was trying to like escape and leave town because he's so crazy, right? So, because Steubenville is one of them places, like a small town in Ohio. A lot of people from Chicago come there and sell drugs. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Meets one of these guys, boom, guy is insane. Just, I mean, kills her in the most brutal way. You never hear about it. Like, it's like it never happened. Like, it didn't make national news. It just made local news in a small town. But the brutality of the murder was so out of control. I'm like, man, you shoved her in a garbage can and then put her in the side of that. Like, what the hell? And then set her house on fire. I mean, slashed all of her tires, burned her house down, put her in a trash can, and then shot her and stabbed her. I mean, he did everything. I mean, he went insane.
Who the hell did that? That's crazy.
Her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, right? And so imagine that level. It didn't make even regional news.
What's crazy is they be acting as if these stories don't exist, and you have a personal example of it existing. That's the wild part about it.
Yeah, and then let me tell you something. About a month later, her brother gets killed too in the same town. So it's two people getting killed in one small town. No one cares.
Damn.
So, but I think it has something to do with some gang, you know, stuff. It was like some gang stuff going on there, you know. But the level of brutality is like, but it's like, it don't even make it past the town.
Yeah.
And he didn't even get a life sentence. He only got 28 years. Probably be up for parole, like in 15.
How long ago this happened?
About 2 years ago.
Shit.
Crazy work, bro. It's crazy. I just seen that video of the paddleboard thing too. That's just crazy.
The who?
I just found the video when he can swim and had the life jacket. Yeah, that's what's crazy.
Yeah.
It might have been 3. I lost track of time. You know how when something traumatized like that, your brain goes into overdrive. It might have even been. I don't even know how much. I mean, to me, it was just yesterday. I changed her diapers.
Damn. That's
So
scary.
you understand, both of their diapers. Like, changed both of their diapers, fed them, gave them bottles and everything, and that happens to them. Crazy. And then 2 siblings, my niece and my nephew, within a 1-month period of time in one city. Like, it's insane, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And it don't even make that's a phenomenon right there. Something like that happened like that. What's going on in Steubenville, Ohio? And that's when where the Wu-Tang was at. You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang Clan went to. That's where Wu-Tang Clan made all their a lot of their albums at. That's what's crazy about it. People don't even know that. Steubenville, Ohio.
I don't know what be going on. People be saying some strange messages, boy. How do I remove? Let me remove this comment.
I can't even see the comments at all. Thank God.
No, it was on one of my videos. Somebody said some strange stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I do to get so much hate sometimes, Uda. I don't know why. They saying, man, if y'all only knew how much problems people be trying to cause me in the back chat. Like, how many people try to report my channel, and I really don't be doing much of nothing that is too crazy in my opinion. I don't know if I'm really doing something that crazy where it deserves to get reported on in a negative light.
Man, I go through the same thing. Honey, I get reported on. I mean, they be going in on my channel. They goes in. I think I'm shadow banned right now.
That don't make no damn sense, bro. I can't believe what somebody just put on one of my videos.
And what they'll try to do is put that, and then that'll make your video get even worse. Like,
right, because it's something that they said, so it's gonna make it seem like my video is creating that situation.
Yeah, because AI, people know about AI and how AI is running stuff, so they know exactly what to say to trigger that. It's messed up
for no reason too.
Yeah,
just being hateful.
I had a person stalking the crap out of me, like had my phone number and everything, stalking me.
Scary.
Yeah, it gets weird, and then you try
to
understand.
It definitely gets weird because people get offended because you timed them out for saying something negative in your comment section. Like, you said something bad about me in my comment section, you mad at getting timed out. You deserve to get timed out for saying something ridiculous.
Man, let me tell you something. This person actually said that because someone said something about their sexuality, it wasn't even me, but because I didn't, do anything about it, that they were on a rampage. So no matter what live stream I go to, they're going to be in the chat talking crap about me and antagonizing me no matter if they can find out where I'm at, they're going to antagonize me no matter where I go. And then I have to allow them to get on my panel and not in order for them to stop, I had to agree to let them be on my panel. Like, it was like some weird, and I was like, no, like, what? It was really.
And the crazy part is that they actually believe that's the only way they could get you back, which is weird to me. No, you could just not bother me. You could just not come to my channel and try to disrupt it for no reason. You are grown.
Right, leave me alone.
Majority of these people are grown. If you say something that the person of the channel don't like and they block you, oh well, go somewhere else where you can be a troll. People do not have to accept you trolling them.
Yeah.
That's
well, imagine the trolling happening in real life where they actually are contacting you on the phone with you too. Like you do a live stream and they're like texting you on your real phone number about what they think about your show. like bro, when I'm not on here, I'm not thinking about my show, bro. Like, I don't want to hear what your thoughts are. Craziness, yeah. It gets really weird, you know.
Mm-hmm. It definitely get weird, especially for the main people that have the main issue. They the last ones to ever actually approach you and discuss it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
That's the weird part.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Blockaroo. That's right, Blockaroo. Shout out to brother Noopsy with the thank you so much. I appreciate you, that Mr. Blockaroo. And yes, Natasha's correct. Only I can say disingenuous. It's disingenuous. That's the actual word.
Where Uda go? He done left. Why Uda leave?
He there. He just have to cam down. So when you cam down, it just drops you in the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, automatically does that. He probably got.
There's a setting that does that. That if you cam down, it drops you in the back.
Yeah.
That's some new StreamYard-ish that I don't know about. Oh.
No, it's always been there. That feature always been there.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
that feature always been there.
Yeah. But yeah, so
I'm trying to encourage people to be on camera because it makes for a better show when people can see you actually having a conversation with each other. What's up, Natasha? You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, build up a better show. That's why
I get it. I just be looking crazy in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's morning to me. It's only 11 something. I just rolled around and shit. Just got
not rolled around. Not rolled around.
Wash my behind. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get on here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just, let me just. I don't even think I haven't even went to bed, to be quiet. Let me know why am I lying? Pretend like I went to bed though. I never went to bed. I've been up since like last.
You just rolled over and put it to the side, huh?
Honey, I just never went to bed. Is what I did. I just been up. What? Let me tell you something about perimenopause. You do not be able to sleep. I don't know what anybody know you. I'm not sure if you got like if your wife or whatever is in her 40s. That perimenopause be hitting. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Can't sleep. Wide awake all night. Like it's not cool. So listen, it takes the money. That's what I'm saying is that like a lot of times when we be having these arguments about men versus women, men don't be understanding what women go through. All this they got hormones and this, that, the other going on, man.
Mm-hmm.
We need more patience, you know what I'm saying? We need more patience.
I agree. And for some reason on the internet, they don't want to give women any patience. They think that y'all supposed to just get beat up and the men deserve all the patience is what I see. You know what I mean? But
I mean, men do deserve love. I think that a lot of I'm gonna say this is that we can be too harsh on men. You know, the guy I'm seeing, man, he damn near had a breakdown. It's always me. Everybody always say this is my fault. Woo. I was like, okay, well, but there is some things you need to fix. Okay, so if everybody's saying the same thing, then everybody ain't lying though. So maybe it is something you need to fix within yourself.
Maybe everything that you did was your fault, and you need to stop doing those things.
Hello.
Why y'all gotta keep saying it's my fault though? Y'all can't just does not say anything, bruh.
Man, did you see that show with Natasha Dot and the young lady when she had the cowboy hat on and the lady was up there? Because I was up on Trader Truth's panel and I was talking about that video, and I was like, okay, like. I mean, and she was just like on some, well, we need to be submissive and this, that, the other. Well, I said, well, you have to, what are you submitting to? Submit to everybody don't deserve submission. But I mean, that's a whole nother subject. I don't want to like deviate from the conversation. But I will say, let's get back on this. I don't want to, because I was about to like go 100% left. It's still early. I'm sorry.
It's all right. We at the 3 hour mark. It's okay.
Yeah, it's
That's
like,
what happens.
what are we submitting to?
At the 3 hour mark, I stopped fighting for the topic because clearly a lot of people is not versed enough. We exhausted this topic for the day and attempting to bring awareness to our black brothers that are losing their lives, due to not being self-aware. And so, I tried. I'm attempting to bring more light to the names that out there that are losing their lives senselessly, and they are not criminals. They are not thugs. They are not bandits. They deserve their names to be spoken. These are the good young men that we need to be attempting to protect.
But as a sidebar, do you know how many women get killed in prison too as well? Look at how many women that have like just came up missing. The police will put her up in prison, Sandra Bland, a bunch of women, and they just show up the next day, they just pass away. And you don't know what happened. They'll lock them up, and then they just don't make it to the next day. It's like, what is going on with this country? And I think that people is something. It's a symptom going on of racism that I don't know why this administration is trying to push it so hard. Like it's almost like they want to have this happen, like this kind of race kind of war go on. Like they want to incite this for some reason. So I guess they can lock everybody up that involves themselves in it. I don't know. Like what are we? Is that what they want? Because these white people have been training for some race war. They've been
that doesn't really exist,
honey.
That we don't really care. That we don't care about. That we ain't preparing for it. Right? That is a strange thing, to be honest.
They have militias that are like in bunkers, and they're out there training in the middle of nowhere with they masks on, and they want to have this race war. They believe that. I don't know whether it's something that we did in the past that's been passed down genetically. Maybe we whooped their ass back in the 1400s, and they said, we're gonna come back and we're gonna make they're not gonna get away with this. I don't know why they're like, why would what are y'all training for a race war for? What have we done to make y'all want to train for a race war to like go against us, and we ain't even did nothing? Y'all was the ones that was in control. What are you tripping about?
Right, we trying to just mind our business. We just want to be treated civilly. That's all we want. Just treat us civilly, and we be fine. We're not even asking for equal. Just civil. Just don't harm us. That's it.
Hey, they done blew up all of our little cities. We done made cities. They blew them up. You know what I'm saying? Submerged them in water, flooded them out. Every time we try to do something, they destroy it. So it's like, what do y'all want us to do?
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
What do you want from me? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I mean, y'all done just destroy. I mean, y'all willing to take a bomb and bomb a whole block in Philadelphia just to get rid of a certain group of people.
Come on, talk about it. It's ridiculous. That anniversary just passed not too long ago, too.
Yeah, and shouts out to them. What was it? What were they called? What was that group called?
Don't get me to start lying. It's late at night for me.
What was that group called? It's late at night for
me. Don't get me to start lying. Do not get me to start lying. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that was wild because America did that to Americans. That's the wild.
But that's not the first time they dropped a bomb. They did it in Oklahoma. They did it over here in Philadelphia. They done opened up levees and drowned out entire towns. I mean, what else do you? What is it? And then now they're talking about, well, this is a white country. Did you see that whole thing where the dude was doing like a you know how they do like the people where it's like 20 versus 1, and there was an Indian Indian guy, and he was like, you guys aren't. Y'all ain't. We're the Native Americans. It's a white guy saying that the white people are the Native Americans. You see that one?
No, I did not see that.
It was a jubilee with a dude. What's his name? Hold on. Child, listen. I be rage baiting the hell out of myself, just driving myself insane. I don't even know why I do this to myself. You know what I'm saying? I just be getting pissed off, like motherfucker. Honey, be punching the goddamn on ceiling in my car, like motherfucker. These crackers. I be mad as hell.
Wall Street really said didn't move. A lot of people are
Where?
trying to do that. A lot of people are attempting to do that. It's a lot
Oh,
of
honey,
people that
listen,
have.
give me enough money. Give me
It's a lot
about
of people that
10,000. I'm
decided
waiting
to.
on this money to come from the IRS, and I swear to goodness I am.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of people have decided to do that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are doing that is if they could afford to.
I just
Majority
put
of
the link
people,
right there. It's
like the
that's
single
man.
people, they able to do it. You know what I mean? Like if it's just you by yourself or just you and your shorty, yeah, you could do that. It's a difficult thing when you talking about move a whole family, a whole, that's a whole legacy. That's
Right, you got
different.
kids. Like, just move. Okay, I gotta get a passport for all my kids. I gotta pay for 3 different passports. Well, now 2, because my oldest just went to college. But I'm not gonna leave her in college and then go to a whole nother country and then she's alone in college. What are you talking about? Just move. No.
It ain't that
I,
simple.
like that's the I would say that's the YouTube. I would just, if you want to play the audio, but it's when the blonde hair white dude. Don't play the actual video of it.
Video, yeah, because I know Jubilee be on some wild stuff.
Yeah, I would just play the audio. I would, because Jubilee be tripping. I'm like, I mean, they'll let you play it, but they be like, "Oh, I got your money." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Damn, Jubilee." But the dude was
So
wild.
he said so he calling me stupid. He said the name of the movement was called Move in Philly.
Yeah, move and feel it. That doesn't mean they're stupid. It just means that we just didn't think it's
We
still
just didn't
early.
understand what you was trying to say. Yeah, we didn't understand what you was trying to say. That's all. Yeah. But he said the name of the movement in Philly was called Move.
Right. I might not know what it was called, but I said who. But it move, ooh, same, whatever. So.
I don't know why they like to attempt to insult me. It's weird. Like, like then let a stream pop up when there's 2 old men screaming and calling each other, say, "Hey, call me Coach Daddy." He wouldn't call those folks, like he'd be like, "Oh, that's okay." He'd be laughing and giggling. Like, I don't know why it's so difficult for us to be able to do both, right? Like, we should be able to have our fun screaming and yelling, and also have our, hey, let's maintain and have a conversation about things that is important as well. We should be able to do both. I don't know why we can't. As what is that? I don't get it. I don't know why it only could be one way. Why every time any black man is attempting to have a conversation about something, he has to be perfect.
But I'm gonna say this: the Wall Street. I was the one who brought up that situation in Philly. So you can't go in on Sharon. Sharon. I'm sorry, Sharon. Sharon, okay. Because I was the one who brought that up. So I should have known what it was called, but it's too early. I haven't gone to sleep, so I'm off of fumes right now, and still ain't sleepy.
Let me also welcome into the show the beautiful and always intelligent, always holding me down, Conversation with MJ. How you doing today?
What's up, bro? I just got off of work, heading to the gym. I'm just gonna keep it real. You can have all the conversations that you want, but you're gonna have to remember that the audience is going to look different, and it's going to move different. Some people come up here for just pure mess drama. Some come to hear about topics that they're interested in and maybe see different viewpoints, and others just come just to just spare time. It gets them through the day. They're not really invested in anything that's going on, but it just spares some extra time that they have on their hands. So your audience is going to look different. The viewership is always going to look different. So you're going to have to decide. You don't truly have to decide. You can have, continue to have your show and your channel be very open to many different topics if that's what you like, but you just got to accept how the viewership is going to look.
Yeah, because it's going to be very difficult for me to
And
just
who's
stay
going
on
to
one
participate?
topic. Because it's going to be difficult for me to just do one topic for 3 months or something like that, you know? And I know
Don't
a
they
lot of
be
people,
doing that? Don't
No,
they
I
do
get
that?
it.
Don't YouTube do that, honey? When the Carmelo Anthony thing, honey, people was on Carmelo Anthony, and that was all they did. And it's like, I think that, listen, it's a lot of things going on in this world, but a lot of time people will see a meal ticket. They'll see, oh, my views went up, and they will keep pressing that button until they see a drop in views, and then they move on to the next subject. So that's disingenuous. It's like, are you really covering this because you're concerned about it, or are you covering it because you're getting more views by discussing it? So I believe that a lot of times, it'll be a subject. P Diddy was hot, everybody was on P Diddy. Carmelo Anthony hot, everybody on Carmelo Anthony. Now this is hot, everybody's on you know what I'm saying, the new case. But meanwhile, what happened to Carmelo Anthony? We're gonna stop talking about him. He still got the appeal. What about P Diddy? He about to get out, I think, next week. Isn't he supposed to get out next week?
Yeah, he's getting out.
What about that? You know,
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a hard situation, and I'll say because people, as well as being a content creator, a lot of people are here to make money, right? And for their time, and have conversations and talk about topics that people are interested in. I don't think it's always a negative if a person is not really morally or invested into something, even though they're talking about it on their channel. Due to the fact that some things need to be had, but when it comes down to actually making movement or really trying to set plans, if this is something of a concern for you, then yes, we also have to have the right people have those conversations at the right time, right? But I do think that exposure is, in this particular type of way, is always a good thing, because a lot of people wouldn't have known about the Carmelo Anthony situation if people wasn't touching down on it, right? P. Diddy wouldn't have been exposed if somebody didn't start exposing all these little things that was happening behind the scene, and and keep it carried it on, right? So a lot
Jaguar,
of
right?
things
You mean Jaguar,
yeah.
right?
Well, Jaguar White, and it was other folks. There was other folks, but Jaguar White, for what I heard, she's a very interesting character, and she had a lot of stories about a lot of people, according to her. But yeah, these type of exposures, I think somewhat they are necessary. My issue is that sometimes we have individuals that do more investing to shut people down or to hide certain stories and issues and stuff like that, so people won't find it a concern or not know about it. And then from there, I want to know why, right? Because why not just learn things, right? Even if you're not necessarily interested in it, having another piece of evidence, of things that you might not know, I don't see that being bad for you. But sometimes some individual make it seem like if you're oversaturated with too much information, then it's going to cloud your judgment, or you can be easily, persuaded or gullible, like that. So I don't know. I just always look out for the ones who always push that you shouldn't be paying attention to this and paying attention to that, because usually those are the signs and acts of someone who's manipulating you. Those are the signs and acts of someone who's a grifter, right? Because they don't want you to focus on the other hand, they want you to focus on the right hand.
You know what I figured out is, because I used to
that.
be cooped up in the house and be like an introvert and like not for like years, just not even going outside. And then what I realized, once you get outside, a lot of the subjects that we talk about on here, people are not even paying attention to in the real world. Like, we might think this stuff is a big deal here on YouTube, watching YouTube, this, that, the other. But once you like actually begin to go outside in the real world and begin to talk to people, you'll realize that people are not really invested in it as much as people are when they're watching stuff on these platforms. And I'll say this is that, okay, it just give it like this red pill argument that's been going on, right? They have run clubs now.
Supposedly.
No, that's real. No, there's real run club. No, there's like run club. All these young kids are getting together and they're running, and you might have about 100 people running, and I mean they're also screwing each other, and it's like this is the new nightclub. All the young kids, instead of like watching YouTube and being on panels, they're going, meeting up at a park and running like 5 miles or whatever, doing a 5K. Afterwards, they might get it popping. You know what I'm saying? They're using it to like date and to meet each other. But I believe that what's happening. Go ahead.
Right. So I did see it come across. I didn't really watch it because I think it was like, so like where they doing it right there in the park, or they linking up with each other, getting each other numbers, and then going to their private houses.
No, what happens is that they'll have the run club. Then after the run club's over, they'll meet up at like a bar afterward, which is weird. Like, why would you run and then go to the bar afterward? It was crazy. That's destroying your whole run, which is insane. But they might go to a smoothie place, or they might go to an actual bar, and then they begin to socialize. Even while they're running, they be socializing. Okay, they're not really running hard. They jogging. You know what I'm saying? They're not. Take an hour to do a 5K.
So the only problem with that is that when have human beings never used social events to find ways to date people or to meet new people?
Right.
We can find that in anything. People literally goes to white and black parties, go on cruise parties, go on ships. They go on those long-term staycations and all the stuff like that for single people. Anything that's marketed to meeting new people, people have always used that as a way to meet people in a dating type of framework, right? So the run club situation, I think the dating part of the run club kind of picked up because the online apps like Plenty of Fish and all that other stuff, they have run its course. They got a very bad name. There's been 2 documentaries that came out from people losing their lives or getting swindled for their money off of these dating apps. So nobody is using those dating apps how it was before because there's a lot of criminality that's happening with them. So what are people going to do? People are going to move to other ways of how they're going to try to date and find someone, especially if they can find someone who is into a hobby that they're into, right? So like there's a commonality there. So if you like to run, or you like to play sports, or you like to play basketball, or you like to do those those triathlons, you're going to meet someone who has something already in common with you, and then you take it from there. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I just see that's just something that human beings always have done. They take advantage of the social events.
I don't know, but I don't think people go to the gym and then go to a bar afterwards and be like, let's get it in after, like, let's screw at the end of it, I don't know if everybody's like doing hitting.
If you do a marathon, one thing everybody's talking about in a marathon is eating a steak, a burger, and drinking a beer. Beer is big on carbs, so a lot of people actually do beer after they run.
Yes, because if people who exercise and like do heavy lifting, or they do that. What's that other form of exercise, Sharon?
Calisthenics.
That parametrics. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anything that that they do, they burn a lot of calories of an exercise. They tend to say that eating carbs is best after eating, after you're doing your exercise. So, those carby type of food you're talking about is not like, unreal. It's not like unrealistic. There's many people that do it. I remember when Planet Fitness used to have on Wednesday, they used to have pizza for everybody that came in on Wednesday after doing their workout. They get a slice of pizza. So like they literally do promote eating carbs after having an extensive exercise program.
Well, maybe that's why they getting their drink on after like doing a 5K. I'm like, getting your drink on after a 5K. That's working against you, right?
Yep. But they do though. Yeah, drinking beer and a burger is known for marathons. That's the main thing everybody talk about. It's crazy.
Right,
I
and
thought it
then
was
some
weird the
probably
first time
getting
I did
freaky
it.
with
I
it
thought it was weird
afterwards.
the first time I did it too, but that's the thing. But you do need a lot of carbs because you burn a lot of calories. MJ, I
You're
started
kind
getting
of
back
depleting
into it.
yourself.
Yes, you are depleting yourself. I'm working on getting back into marathon shape, and I couldn't walk the other day.
Man, have you seen? I think the craziest marathon. I remember back in the 80s, they used to be on them bikes and honey do them long bike marathons. And I used to see people. Be shaking, and I guess I don't know what they hit some kind of a wall, honey. Or was it during? I know there was a running. It was. No, they were running.
Yeah, absolutely. And most of the time is right at the finish line when that happens. Most of them they probably like maybe a half a mile away. They right at the finish. Some of them is only like 10 feet, 20 feet away, and people come and help them cross the finish line because their body just cannot do it anymore. Yeah, they be shaking. They on the floor, all of that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they said they hit the wall. There's like a wall they hit, and honey, I've seen people throw it up, and man, them marathons ain't nothing to play with. I've seen people like that run the marathon.
A lot of people don't finish. I tell you that. A lot of people don't finish.
They don't finish. Honey,
a lot of people don't finish. They be
I
right
think
there
the
on the side of the
80s
road.
was
Like,
the most craziest marathon video footage because they would show all that crazy stuff.
Compared to now, it is because the technology of the shoes is so much better now. It is so much better to protect your feet so you can do a long distance run. Back then, everything was all flat and hard and it's crazy when you really think about it.
And they be like skeletons running. Have you ever noticed like how skeleton like they would look toward the end of that race? They're like skeletons, like Skeletor running across, like just trying to get to the end.
Normally, when you see a lot of people do marathons, like a full marathon or even some half marathon, these people are very slim due to the amount of calories that they're burning, and they're burning not only are they burning like fat, they're also burning muscle, so they're very lean.
Yeah,
they're very lean. And that allows them to actually, have a stronger endurance, really, for the amount of miles they're putting in. It would be quite harder for someone who's heavier or more muscly and dense to do the amount of miles that they do.
Yeah, and for you to really be focused on doing a marathon, you got to do like a half a marathon every day.
Somebody say Genesis makes everything dark. Do I like a dark
and a half a marathon ain't no joke, by the way. A lot of people don't know a half marathon ain't no joke.
Hell no, I don't even know why people tell you the truth. I mean, kudos to the people who want to do that, but it's really unrealistic. Like you're doing it just for the goal, you're doing it for the medal, or you're doing it for the prize money at the end, or you have something to prove for yourself, because you really do not need to run that long and that much if it was all about just health. Okay, you really don't. So
right, it's equivalent to people that do.
I think a half marathon is okay. I think that marathon though, that's a little much. I think that's.
Have you ever thought of doing the SEAL team thing? The Navy SEAL training, man, that's when it really gets out of control. The SEAL thing.
I'm not that big on water, so I would have to be I would have to become a really good swimmer to want to do that, because the amount of water that they deal with.
Don't do that.
I need to.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And if you're
now that you said it, guess what I'm going to do?
Don't do it.
What's the find your ass on a goddamn well-known guy that goes through that whole Navy SEAL, like the whole man? That whole it's a name for it. I forget what his name is called, but it's like going through that whole process, man. And you come out of there. There was
a lot of I hate to say it, but a lot of participants who try in their lives in the training process. They don't make it, and it's because of the
But
swimming part. Because there's a lot of things that they have to do, and they think that they think that they pass, they do their best, but they end up drowning in their beds because they didn't know that they had all that liquid in their lungs and everything like that. So it's called dry drowning, and that's how we lost a lot of participants.
What? So after they actually
yeah,
made it, they actually drowned afterward? What?
yeah, a lot of, and it happens to a lot of children as well too. It happens to a lot of kids as well. You take them out the pool, you think they're okay. They swallowed a lot of water and they don't wake up because they have a lot of water in their lungs. Absolutely, it happens.
Yeah, that it's called. Yeah, somebody said it's called buds. Yes, buds. Like, I'm glad I went to the Air Force. I didn't have to go through that. I said, man, I'm glad I didn't join the damn Navy because they make you.
That was a great. That was a great
And
point
I
to
joined the Air
pull up.
Force too.
A
I
lot of
didn't have
people,
to do that, so thank God.
a lot of people do not know about dry drowning for sure. Great point, MJ. Yeah, yeah, shit crazy though. They be going, they be putting there. That should be wild. I seen a couple. I was like, I don't know about that one. That's they be having the mask on their face and they water the whole thing full of water. They gotta breathe through their damn nose. I mean through their mouth. I'm like, bruh, y'all tripping.
Honey, listen, listen.
That's some scurry-ish right there. Water ain't no joke to play with.
Heck, no, it's not. No, sir.
Water could creep up on you on the next day. Like now you got water, man.
Honey, it's people that drown on their own water.
Mm-hmm.
Heart ain't beating good enough, and water builds up in their system, and they drown on their own water. And now you're gonna voluntarily go to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But you know what? But I'm gonna say this. When I did see the Run Club, it did make me want to do it. But I need the old Run Club. It can't be the young Run Club because they do it too much. I'm not gonna be able to go 5 miles. I need
running is good. I think running is a good discipline to get involved in my opinion. I enjoy it. I'm working on myself to get back into my marathon shape. I beat myself up for the last 3-4 days. It's been rough on my muscles and my legs, especially. I could barely walk, but I'm gonna get back to what I used to be.
But when you fat like me, overweight and like 300 some odd close to that pounds, you got to like walk. You can't try to run because that's not.
Yeah, you gotta work your way into it for sure.
Yeah, because my thyroid is so fucked up, it's not even operating right now. So
yeah, definitely walk first.
You gotta build it, get down.
And you need to do some strength training before you run too. You need to walk and do strength training, and also stretch, and also change your diet.
Honey, what diet? I only eat once a day. See, that's the thing. You get mixed up. People think that because you're fat that you're just shoving food. I love to hear people. You need to stop eating hamburgers, honey. What hamburger? I could go like 24 hours, 2 days without eating. My metabolism is so slow that if I eat a chiclet, I gain 20 pounds. So
right. Like, I'm no doctor, but I know when I'm working out and I'm trying to lose weight, I got to eat more to actually lose weight. If I want to cut, I got to eat more. So everybody's body is different, of course, right? But I actually had to eat like 4 times a day so I could get the right to the right size I need to be. It's kind of crazy.
So, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but you have it's a certain, what's that body type? There's different ectomorph or whatever, or you have a certain body type, right? You have I think an ectomorph body type.
Well, I've been an athlete for a very long time, so I was damn near a professional athlete. So I've always been very in working out for a very long time.
Yeah. So like when I was in high school, I was an athlete, but then once you get to having kids, my thyroid said F you. Honey, it was over with. Like any metabolism was gone after that. After that first child, well, no, the second child, that's when my metabolism said nope. And so I have to take like thyroid pills, Levoxy thyroid, whatever it is. And let me tell you how crazy.
I don't know. I gotta look into it and see if I can find any information for you. But definitely fasting helps with a lot of things, man. Like I don't know how much you do it, but it sounds like you kind of doing it since you only eat once a day. So
I can go like days without eating. But the thing is that because I even tried the Ozempic. I was like, I did Ozempic, but it's like I didn't need Ozempic because I was already not eating. Ozempic maybe for the GLP part of it, but if you're not even eating already, what do you need Ozempic for? Let me tell you something. If you eat and then I have low iron, low vitamin D, low magnesium, everything is low. And so
Raheem, what you know about that? What the hell Raheem talking about in the chat? What you know about arm, leg, arm, head? What you know about that, bro? Go ahead. Sorry, Genesis. I had to jump in and say that.
Oh no, I was just saying is that so a lot, like I said, the main thing is that people just assume that a lot of bigger women are just shoving food. It's like, dude, I barely eat. I can go days. Like there was this guy that had this thing called the snake diet. It's like if you're fat, stop eating. I'm not eating. I can go without eating. Period. I can eat ice. I could just chomp on ice all day long, and not eat nothing all day long. Like I don't need a Ozempic. I don't need to get like a stomach staple. I could just chomp ice and then not eat nothing. And I figured out that ice slows down your digestive system as well. When you eat a lot of ice, it'll slow your digestive system down even further. So yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people saying eating less actually slows down your metabolism. People saying thyroid is a hormone issue, and somebody else said take D3 and K2. So I don't know if you do any of those things or if you do that information, but that's some of the things that people suggested.
Yeah, I take D3 and K2 supplement. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Well, I take, not D3, D2, ergocalcif. That's what they have a thing called ergocalcif, which is a D2 50,000 unit of vitamin D. Because like I said, when you have a bad thyroid, everything is fucked up. Your cholesterol. It's almost like a slow death. Like your cholesterol goes, your blood pressure raises. Your vitamin D levels go, your iron is gone. I mean, it's like it's like everything just it's crazy. I never and people are like, so like the doctor is like, okay, you got to take all these pills, and I'm like, I don't like to even eat, let alone take pills. Pills? I mean, you should see the amount of pills like ergocalcif, rosuvastatin.
How much are you walking?
Not that much. I don't have any energy.
That's not an excuse.
Right.
You just got to do it. You got to just do it.
You don't have no iron, vitamin, nothing.
Hey, what you should do, like especially with the low energy part, because one of the ways to, which is weird, but just start walking 15 minutes in one direction. Because no matter what, you have to walk 15 minutes back. You know what I'm saying? Try to do that especially when you're tired. That's when you should do it the most. It's like, hey, it doesn't matter what my energy is. I'm just gonna walk, right? Because running is you got to work your way up to running. So just walk 15 minutes in the direction. You have to walk back. Technically, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you could call it cab or Uber, whatever. You know, we all got cell phones and those things. But I mean, put it in your mind like, hey, I'm gonna take this walk. Low energy or not, and just and build that callous in mind that me and my body is gonna go for this walk,
Yeah.
Even
and you're right about that. And so that's why when I was looking at the run club, I said, well, maybe I should try to do something because it's because there's times where I don't even want to get out of bed. I could I'll be so tired that I don't even want to get up. I'll just be in the bed laying down.
Yep. Yeah.
and not
And so
even
you
like
just got to get up and start moving.
That's
And
my virtue.
that's the secret to getting more energy is that you got to just get up and do it. And then your brain will start to build that new callus of, all right, this is what we do. Every day at this time, we start walking in this direction. And then, you could build the time up and maybe do from 15, you do a half an hour one direction, half an hour back. And then eventually do a slow jog where you do the little small steps. And you just keep on building that callus in your mind that we are going to do this. And you better
and
get
like
yourself
people
through
say,
it.
well, everything's about the diet or inactivity. Well, lack of diet, and then when lack of diet causes exhaustion, and then inactivity, then it becomes a depression that kicks in. People don't understand what people are going through. A lot of times,
It's a
like that's
snowball.
why I
Yes,
say
it's a big snowball.
it's a it just yeah, it's a spiral. Not even a snowball,
And
it's a spiral.
and not only that, also it's very painful too, right? A lot of people don't realize that when you sit down a lot is also very strenuous on your body as well, right? And your body get real tight and tense. So you need to also stretch out since you're sitting down
Very
a lot.
painful, very man,
Yeah.
pain. Yes. And so
I,
yes, because
I think
you're
energy is
lacking
like a
it.
rubber
It's
band.
very painful. Very to walk
Yeah.
sometimes, to move around it's almost like your body is seizing up. It's people don't even understand. It's
Yeah.
a
So you,
very
you got to start stretching out. You got to start stretching out as well. I was thinking about starting because I do it a lot when I'm training. I do a lot of stretching, a lot of yoga, a lot of physical training, and also a lot of running. I was thinking about putting a program together for people to get started on because it's not as difficult as people think. It's just getting your mentality to switch. You got to get that mentality to switch. This is what we are doing, right? You got to tell your body that this is what we doing. We're going to get up, we're going to stretch for a half an hour, and then we're going to walk for a half an hour. And then we're going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then once you start to train your brain that we are doing this no matter what you think, you know what I'm saying? Your body starts to transform in it, and it follows. But you gotta start there.
I'm sorry about I don't know why I'm about to cry, but it's a certain level of depression that kicks in as well. Like
Mm,
because like I'm like I wasn't always like going through this. Like, what I'm saying? It's depression that also
mhm,
happens. Like, because I know I'm not like no lazy person. I'm a workaholic. I'm a
mm,
person that always is doing stuff. So I'm like, dude, what is going on? So I'm sorry.
mm.
What am I doing?
No, that's okay. And that's another great observation that you said. I'm glad that you're able to see it. And also, don't punish yourself for feeling that way too, right? That's another thing that people do when they're in depression, right? They get embarrassed and upset at themselves for being depressed, and then that makes them more depressed. Like so you can't get caught up in that spiral as well of you being mad at yourself for being mad at yourself.
Right.
So you got to be able to break that cycle as well. So that's also another part of just getting up and say, you know what, I'm going to walk no matter what. I don't go F. This is what we are doing, and this is what we're going to do from now on. So you can just start breaking that cycle of that continuous circle of blaming yourself for these things. You just got to get yourself up out of there. So
Yeah.
salute to you for recognizing it, and now you just got to put in the work now you just got to just say, hey, I'm tired as hell and I'm going to walk.
Right. No
And then
matter what.
eventually,
Right.
yeah, no matter what. If it's raining outside, it don't matter.
So I'm gonna just walk down the street and just like they start there, and because it could, like
Just
I said,
start there.
yeah,
Yep, and you just keep on progressing from there.
because all these dang on pills, you know what they do, the doctor, and they just give you pills. They give you 15. If I show you all the pills I got, like it's crazy. I was like, man, this is insane. Like lavoxithyron, amlodipine, this, that, I mean, rosuvastatin, ergocalcin, iron pills. I mean, it's so many pills, but I'm in the VA, so they don't mind just loading you up with just pills. And I don't want to take all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So you just like, okay, I guess I'm about to die then. I don't know. So
and give yourself some real grace to get yourself this way. You could get yourself up out of that mentality. You got to give yourself real grace and say, hey, we're going to start today. I'm going to walk 5 minutes in one direction and add a minute each day. And then eventually you ain't gonna need no timer because you're just gonna get up and do it because it's just a part of your day now. You feel me?
Exactly. Well, I thank you for that. Because it's like I said, it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a lot of mental,
and it takes time, right? It takes time to walk 15 minutes in a direction and 15. That's a half an hour, maybe really, right? It's a half an hour theoretically, right? But in reality, it might be more of an hour. You got to put your shoes on. You got to make sure certain things are set up in the house. It's really more like an hour it's going to take for you to really walk that 15 minutes and 15 minutes. That's the reality. So you can't, and also the last thing I would say before we end the show is that if you do miss a day, don't get so mad at yourself because you missed a day.
Exactly. So, that's like I said, I was watching a show about like the run club. I said, you know what, maybe I need to like even challenge myself to join one or create one, whatever, so that I can have motivation. But the main thing is I gotta motivate myself. And thank you guys for I don't even know how this even ended up on this subject, but thank you for the positive words.
Productive words. That's what I'm giving you. Productive words.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. I appreciate you. Hopefully I see you again soon. And we're going to end it on that note. Salute to everybody that hit that like, hit that share button. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the hype button after the damn show is over. I got 2. Can somebody with a goddamn wrench put in the 2 videos I just dropped? I appreciate it. We need some more likes and shares and hypes on that video. God damn it. Shit. I'll be out here attempting to work. I did send her a link, but she came in the back and she dropped down already, Ms. J. But can somebody drop the link to one of my latest videos? God damn it. Thank you so much. Always holding me down, Ms. J. Let me pin that. Let me see. Let me see. We almost made it to 100 likes. We almost there. We need 9 more. Let me pin that shit. All right. Where is that? All right, there we go. All right. Make sure y'all go check out my goddamn video. Tired of y'all not showing me no damn love. Y'all be having me messed up. I got more goddamn people hitting the poll than likes. It's crazy. That is insane. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Nothing wrong with being. Let me